Well, hello, and welcome to the Lost Archives. My name's Owen, and I'm the Dungeon Master of this ragtag group of heroes and adventurers who we're hoping will live through the session tonight. Normally that is a bit more of a guarantee, but for those of you who joined us for last session, we're starting tonight off in a bit of a pickle. So, before we get too much into what happened last time, I think we should let you guys introduce yourselves and your characters, for those of you who don't remember. And let's see how you guys get yourselves out of this one.
Alright, well, I'll start. I'm Claire. I'm playing Mira, who's the Dragonborn Sorcerer. Half red dragon, half silver dragon. I should have mentioned she's a Dragon Sorcerer as well as being a Dragonborn Sorcerer. That's not clear. And she's still alive. Yeah.
For the moment.
Yeah. Yes. She's ready to go. She's ready to blast.
I'm Michael. I'm playing Lockie, the Warforged Artificer. I'm not half of anything. I am all cogs. I'm also a little bit worried because he's done the math and it doesn't really check out. So
he's cognated the outcome.
He's advanced cognition. And I'm going to bow from that one. Yes, we will see how we go. This is going to be a very interesting.
Yeah, I'm Jared. I play the character of Jin. He's a Hexblade Warlock and a Law Bard. And yeah, we've gotten ourselves into a bit of a pickle. It's going to be interesting to sort of see how we dig ourselves out of this one. I was able to do some dazzling display of hypnotic pattern to at least shut down one room. So hopefully we can deal with this room and go on to the next. So let's see what's in store for us.
Hello, I'm Ali, and I'm playing Lyra, the Moon Druid, who's been stuck in a gemstone for the past 600 years, and she is really not happy about this situation that we're in.
Probably wishing you were back in that gemstone right about now.
It would probably be a lot safer.
Also, aren't you currently a moose?
Elf.
I'm also currently a giant elk.
A moose.
Hey, aren't you a moose, buddy?
Lockie is also standing on top of her and fairly certain.
Right, he's riding you.
I'm like actually riding.
He's atop his majestic steed.
Pretty
what are the
tight
questions?
space in that little cell block.
Yeah, that's funny.
My name's Matt. I am playing Yervith once again, the rogue, half ranger, wood elf who is enjoying his time in the shadow, trying to desperately protect his new friends. But yeah, is a little bit concerned with how things are going down. But yeah,
might have another expedition on your hands, Matt.
Yeah. What a character development! Sorry. Oh my god!
You can add this. If you're the only one to survive this one too, oh my god!
The survivor's guilt is just compounded at that point.
Yeah,
it just keeps happening.
That wouldn't look very good on my CV, would it?
You get back to Oxenfurt, you're like, I'd like to apply for a job. Like, oh, we're looking for an expedition.
Is that 1,000-yard stare, just like
yeah. You just hear this coming out of your mouth. Oh man. So yeah, last session ended on a somewhat tense moment, but before we get into the recap, I would like to thank everybody who joined us for the Avatar: The Last Airbender Episode 1 stream on Monday, and those of you who've been listening to it on the podcast, thank you very much for the support. We are having a blast playing Avatar: The Last Airbender. Going to be a very interesting session. That one also ended on a bit of a cliffhanger with the party spoilers, the party fleeing from some Dai Li. So we're going to leave that one to find out what happened. Oh, Dai Li. The Dai Li can go die, huh? So
no loyalty.
Yeah, no loyalty to the Dai Li. Yeah, even our Earthbender's currently fleeing from the Dai Li, so it was an interesting old session. There was, I think my favorite highlight was our Airbender and Earthbender going, oh, we're going to investigate. There's this fight going on about some objects missing. Let's investigate it. They literally go to the location. They're told that it's a map, and they go, oh, that sounds boring. And they drop the investigation at that point. And that's it. That's all the investigation they do for that entire thing. So I quite enjoyed that. It was quite fun. It was really fun. I'm sure there's no consequences for that later.
Oh, no, never.
But yeah, if you want to watch more of that, check it out. We'll be streaming that one on a Monday evening, same time, 6:45 Brisbane time, 7:45 Melbourne time for the rest of the world. I can't do that math. Plug it into a Google. Google will do that. Just ask Google. But tonight we're playing Dungeons & Dragons. And for those of you in the chat who've noticed, yes, we are a day late. You can blame this one down in the bottom left-hand corner. Not Jared, past him. It was Ali. She wasn't free last night, so we're doing it tonight instead, because this arc has been pretty focused on her character and Matt's character, Yervith, so we figured it'd be a bit of a dick move to do the session without her, where she meets like her arch-druid friend from her time before. So, our previous session, our heroes have been investigating rumors of the Cult of the Dragon, an order of devotees to Tiamat, who have been gathering lots of treasure together through various means and gathering together dragon masks of 5 different colors. The party are following a lead to try and locate the white dragon mask, originally belonging to a dwarf called Varum, but rumor had it he had misplaced his mask and had come to the jungles of Nunia to try and locate where he might find that mask. It was unknown why he came here, but I think now you guys have figured out that the Pool of Daedalus, this magical artifact that allows you to find out information and ask questions, could have been part of the reason why he came here. How successful he was is up for debate, because presumably while he was asking his questions, somebody in the party poured a whole bunch of water into the pool before he had prepared the necessary sacrifice. And as such, we're not currently sure what state Varum is in, or at least these guys aren't currently sure what state Varum is in. Investigating the large temple even further, the party came across an ancient mummy known as Daedalus, the forenamed member before, the cheeky boy who's been looking into the future and learning lots of interesting information. Not being dissuaded by his creepy demeanor and obviously malintent, the party had a good long chat to him and spent quite a bit of time asking him questions and giving him information. Which may not have been the wisest decision, but during that time the party learnt a lot of interesting things about themselves and about their current paths that they are on. Travelling deeper into the temple, the party have fought a number of UNT and decided to take a circuitous route through a series of prison cells. Knowing that there were guard snakes on the other side, the group set up a trap in the prison cells. A trap which may have now, inverted commas, for podcast listeners, Claire and Matt at almost the exact same time started going like bunny ears with Yeah, set up a bit of a trap to try and lure UNT in. The trap has worked perfectly. They are trapped inside this room with a whole bunch of UNT. Lyra has been forced to turn into a giant elk, thankfully not relying on her snake form again, as we have learnt that using the snake form may potentially come with consequences. Mira is currently hiding in a corridor, having used suggestion to send away the UNT that was attacking her. Yervith has been dodging in and out of the shadows like a little sneaky boy, peppering one of the other UNT with arrows. Lockie's been atop his magnificent steed, striking with liberal use of Shocking Grasp. And Jin, in an act of magical brilliance, has managed to essentially take out a room of people using, it was chromatic spray? No, Hypnotic Pattern. Hypnotic Pattern, using Hypnotic Pattern, which has basically locked down the room from what he could see, this spray of colours hypnotizing the people inside. We left off at the beginning of the initiative round, back up to the top with the UNT Abomination, who had come into the room just previously, slithered through, Jin tricking it into thinking that he was part of the group, pushing past Jin and further on in. It is now faced with Lyra in a cell as a giant elk, Lockie atop, hasn't spotted Yervith yet, little sneaky boy, and a savage wolf that Lyra has summoned. So unfortunately we're going to be jumping straight back in with the UNT Abomination. As we left off last session, the UNT Abomination has basically thrown its whole body forwards and comes in for a few strikes against the wolf. I'll just pull open here. There we go. So, Lyra, does a... No, 12 doesn't hit the wolf, does it?
No, I think it's 14 as the AC.
14 for the dire wolf. 14. I should say dire wolf. It's not a wolf, it is a dire wolf. I was saying wolf last session. That may have confused people going, a wolf does not have 40 hit points. No, dire wolf does though. So that's going to be a miss. What about a 16?
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
That will be 14 slashing damage. And then it is going to bite the wolf and try and poison it as it swings its scimitar backwards and forwards in 2 strikes and then sinks its fangs for a natural 1, total of 8. That's a miss. The wolf is still managing to stay up. This poor wolf, this direwolf, which has taken so many hits, is still dodging and ducking and weaving, snarling and growling at this large snake-like abomination bearing down on it. For podcast listeners, the abomination is a massive green python. Large humanoid body, but with the head of a snake, scales all over its body, wielding a massive golden scimitar. That's the Yuan-Ti Abomination's turn. With its free action, it sort of looks into the cell with Lyra and Lockie. What are you doing here? Who are you? To you, Lockie.
I'm but a simple robot. I'm just here to shock you.
I will cut down this creature and cut you down. Surrender.
This is my friend. I don't wish to surrender.
Oh, he points at the dog, just so you know, the wolf.
Oh, the wolf. Oh, that's my friend's friend.
Which is savaging him. It's like, like on his chest, and he's like, I will cut this thing down.
Go on, Bitey, you can do it.
But
Yeah, cool. Okay. That's his turn. Yervith, little sneaky boy in the shadows.
Ooh.
Sorry, I should bring the map across. I forgot for.
Oh, that's alright. I'm in the map.
Oh, you guys can see, but the poor viewers
no.
have had to imagine what I'm saying. It's almost like podcast listening. I mean, but only plebs listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
We love you, podcast listeners. Thank you for your love and support. Matt, Yervith.
Whoa, what am I gonna do? So I hear him trying to like get the others to yield.
It would be nice to get this one off me, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because if I take any damage and I lose my concentration, we lose the entire room.
I'm going to continue shooting at this Yuan-Ti. So I will do that.
Really need it dead and off me.
yeah.
Then I can breathe.
Oh, wait. My longbow is no longer equipped. That's very strange.
You just
There
threw
we
it on
go.
the ground.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You just tuck your longbow away, like curl up in your cloak, and just start rocking backwards and forwards.
Not again! Oh, man. Not again!
18's gonna hit, absolutely.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Kill
Kill it.
Oh, well, not for that.
6 damage, followed by 6 damage. That's exactly lethal. How do you want to do this?
Oh,
Hit 12 hit
nice.
points left. Yeah, 12 hit points left. How do you want to do this?
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay, so I would just like to sort of emerge a little bit from the shadows, and then just as Jin casts this ability, and this one, he kind of like snaps his head forward, to sort of like striking down. I've just shot an arrow to protect my friend, and the arrow is just like gone straight through the back of his head.
Yeah, you just watch as the head jerks forward in a spray of blood, Jin. You don't notice Yervith. He is invisible at this point, as he just sort of like leans in, bow comes out, little blink, shoots an arrow right into the back of it. Nah, it's really heroic. He like spins out of the shadows, knocking the arrow, firing it. Do you yell while you do it?
No.
Okay.
I'm very quiet. Like this
Just
is like
it's really quiet.
No, I'm super quiet. I think Yervith would be, he'd be quiet. This would be like almost methodical, because this is like
I mean, these things aren't even
Who would
people to
die?
you. They're just target practice. Yeah.
I mean, there have been some revelations, but he's still kind of just like, you're attacking my friends, I'm gonna attack you.
And you look
he's
like
pretty
those
simple with
douchebags that killed my friends.
Yeah, pretty much. So.
I'm not racist, but I am going to kill every member of your race I come across as a result of how your race dealt with me before. The Malison, the large humanoid snake, so body of a man but with the head of a snake and the shoulders sort of covered in scales. The head just jerks forward in a spray of blood, Jin, and you just watch as he just crumples to the floor, knocking up against the door and actually sort of holding the door partially closed with its corpse, just leaning against it. You are no longer being threatened by this guy, Jin. That's one attack. I think
do
you've
have
still got
another
movement
attack.
and another attack if you want to take it.
Do I want to take it? I honestly don't think I'm going. I'm gonna maybe just use my bonus action to hide and just see how this plays out.
I will say one thing: the less damage we're doing, the less time, the more time things are surviving.
Yep.
And we need to clear this room. So it's your call. It's your call.
These sneakers are just keeping up.
Yeah.
We can
You can shoot him and then just then hide.
Yeah, I will. I'll do that.
Thing is, though,
I'll-
he's gonna know there's a sneaky boy then, because there's no one else who could shoot him in the back. No one
Yeah.
else has a bow.
It's true. I guess like it's up to you what you want to do.
I'm gonna roll to see how clever this guy is first as well.
You can
I
always
will-
hold a reaction, like a hold action.
I don't know if I can because I've already attacked.
Yeah.
Oh, true, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I will take a shot. I will take a shot. Take a second attack. See what happens. 16 to hit the abomination.
16 to hit the abomination. 16 just hits, yeah.
Nice.
What?
I mean, we could just unceremoniously kill him as well.
Oh, that's another. 36 in a
damage.
row.
Yeah, you watch as this arrow like thuds into his scales and leaves the tiniest little scratch you've ever seen.
Yeah. And then looking at that, I'm going to be like, cool. And I'm also going to just hide.
Nice, yeah, Yervith ducks out of there. Lockie.
Nope, that's not a very
14 stealth check, thank you. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Yes.
That's not a great stealth check.
No, it is not. With a plus 10 to my stealth, that is no good.
Wow.
My boy made of metal.
All right, he'll look at the abomination and be like, "If you really want to keep us alive, you'll tell your friends to back away, and I'm going to shot the one in front of me anyway."
Yeah, right, go on.
Gotta love that charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me an intimidation check, Lockie. Nah, I'm kidding.
Yeah, Lucky isn't charisma your highest stat?
Nice.
Oh, 21 though. 21's not bad.
That's
Wow.
my shocking grasp.
In case you were wondering, that does hit.
Hey! All right, roll damage.
Let's go.
9 damage. That's the one right in front of you, correct?
Yes.
Yep. And he can't take reactions until his next turn with Shocking Grasp. I believe.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I think
correct.
that is.
Yes, that is right.
Yeah, I thought so. I'll mark that off on his thing. Yeah. As you basically just put your hand out and shock him. Who are you speaking to? And you say, "Surrender now," or all? The abomination, the really big. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he sort of looks at you as you electrocute this morning. He goes, "We have so many of them. I could not care less about their fate."
Oh, that's good. Because I was planning on killing this one, but I mean, if you want to talk, we can always talk. I'm not very good at it, but I know someone who is.
You will surrender. We will lock you in the cells and interrogate you at our leisure.
I mean, I'm already in the cell.
Perfect. Then half my job is done.
That did not go how I expected.
I'm not sure what you were expecting.
And that's why. That's why Jin is the talker.
Your logic turns out I have already completed step 1. I should complete step 2. Let me lock the door for you. Your logic is undeniable. Anything else in your turn, Lockie?
No, I'm
It'll compute.
Just lock yourself. Just like to lock the cell door, really. Alrighty, Jin.
Okay. I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration myself as a bonus action.
Yep, I'll mark that bad boy off for you. Let's use a flag for
I'm
the
gonna-
inspirations.
Use as a free interaction or something. I'm going to move this guy so he's not propping the door closed anymore, whatever he was doing. Just going to move him to the side a little bit. Just so
Absolutely.
he's off the door. I'm going to pop out of the door.
Yep.
Now over here, the two people that are actually not affected, I'm sort of going to say to them, I'm going to shout, "Leave them! That was a protective charm on the room. Quickly go up to the north and join up with one of our soldiers. They're going up north to combat an enemy now."
Can you please roll me a persuasion or deception? I'm gonna have you pick which one you want to do because
persuasion.
I could see an argument for either. So you tell me which one you want to do.
That's an
Persuasion. Yep.
18 plus my
18.
D8. That's 21.
Whoa,
Good
Okay.
bardic inspiration.
that's so good.
I rolled an 8. That's a
I'm
plus
gonna
3.
have these two go as a reaction to your thing, simply so that I don't have to track them in the initiative order.
Yep.
The Yuan T Malison, this snake-headed man at the front, goes,
Yes, you are correct, of course. Thank you for protecting our queen. We shall investigate.
and it runs past the abomination, and he uses full movement to sprint up. You
Perfect.
take an attack of opportunity as he runs past you, or nah?
No.
No.
Aha! The woman, so the Yuan Ti, the female Yuan Ti, who has much more humanoid form, but the patches of scales and the very snake-like eyes, she's a little bit more resistant, not to run north, and not that she doesn't believe you, but she responds with,
But then our queen will be unguarded. I must stay here and protect her.
Well, then I'll say to that, well, stay there and do not move a muscle. Everyone else in here was protected. I couldn't cover everybody with the spell. Just stay there like a statue and respond to any threats.
she nods fearful. The fact that you've said like you can't move a muscle, I mean, she now starts to look scared, as if, I mean, because she, I mean, you don't know what her level of magical knowledge is, but you do know there's some spells that can be triggered by pretty crazy shit.
Yeah.
She seems to be pretty scared and sort of freezes in place and nods very slowly before realizing that counts as moving a muscle, and just freezes.
I just sort of, I just sort of nod, and I will combat the intruders in here, and I'll sort of go slink my way back in the room.
Thank you, brave hero.
As you duck back in.
Your queen will reward your service greatly.
I sort of just give her like a reassuring nod as I just slink back in.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm just waiting for Jin to be like, hey, these 1T guys aren't too bad. Yeah.
They've offered me a reward. That's more than 15. This group have ever offered me.
I'm going to shoot my Eldritch Blast. Out of these guys, who looks the most hurt?
To be honest, they're both pretty even. The one on the right, so the far one, just. But remember to shoot Eldritch Blast at him, you're passing it through the abomination, through another one, and then to hit him. So I'd say you can get past the abomination without too much issue, but
I'll go for the first one.
To angle your Eldritch Blast through the spaces of 3 people is going to be pretty tricky.
That's fine. I'll go for the first one in front of me. I have an idea of how I could actually play this off.
Oh, nice. Okay, go. Yeah.
I'm going to do my Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Hitting this red one.
Yep.
So let's do an Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
As I sort of, so I walk out, I do the talk with those two, I slink back in, I start sort of weaving my hands, and these Eldritch sort of balls of energy start sort of, almost like I'm just sort of moving them through my hands.
So you get a really good fumble of those Eldritch balls. Okay.
Exactly. And then I cast 2 beams at this one.
Yeah, nice.
13 will probably miss, won't it?
13 is a hit. It's just a hit.
Wow, okay. That's
These guys aren't super
damage.
armored.
And then that's 8 force, and then I'm
damage,
going to do another one for 18 and do for 7 force.
Ooh.
So 15 force damage.
Yeah, I mean, he is now battered and bruised. You hear the crack of a rib shatter under this force damage that slams into his chest as you shoot out these Eldritch Blasts. Stumbles back. The abomination sort of turns around a bit confused and sees
I'm going to
go,
so I'm going to quickly say, damn it, I was aiming for that dragon at the back.
Mind your aim. Stay here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's why I did it, so
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
That's how I'm playing that off.
Anything else on your turn, Jin?
Bonus action done, main action done. Keep my reactions
Just
open
give myself
for
a high
any
five
shields.
as a reaction.
I think the other room is hopefully now locked down. So Owen, just might be good to keep like a counter.
I've got a counter
10
going
rounds.
for the
Yep.
So we've only had 1 full round so far.
Yep.
So when we get
So
back to your
just,
turn, it'll be the second full round.
Yep. Cool.
Alrighty, Mira.
Yeah, my turn is over.
Okay.
Whew.
All right. Mira is actually going to take out her crossbow.
Oh my god.
She
Wait,
does
what?
have one.
What?
Yeah, she's got a crossbow. The starting equipment. Yes. And she's like, I haven't tried this before, but it seems like it's appropriate. And she like fumbles with the
Oh my god.
bolt. And she's just
Okay.
like, oh. And she'll line it up at the big guy and be
Yep.
like, aim straight, and she'll set the bolt on fire with with Firebolt. So bonus action, sorcery point, as quicken spell, and she's going to unload both the action and bonus action into that guy. Yeah.
So the crossbow's just for show. Like you're not actually using the crossbow. You're just holding it up,
I
pretending.
think she is
and then
though.
No, I'm using the crossbow. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. No.
Because bonus action firebolt, and then main action the crossbow bolt.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Gotcha.
That's
Sorry.
cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice. I love it.
Right.
I misunderstood for a second. I was like,
So-
you're a sorcerer. You just do 2 firebolts. But no. Okay.
No, because I can get possibly more. Oh, no, I can't.
Thematically, it does sound pretty cool.
But you're right.
No, you've committed. I like this. You have to.
I can't actually. No, that was the whole reason. I can't actually do 2 firebolts on the one guy, and I wanted to go. I wanted to go him, so this is going to be
Yeah.
close enough.
Okay.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Spell, yeah, you have to do different.
Yeah,
Two different targets.
I can't do quicken spell.
Yeah.
Chatter like, yay, a crossbow.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't see that on my screen.
No, it just popped
Oh,
up.
it just came up there. There we go. 17. Really nicely done. 17's a hit.
Wow. That's good.
7 points of damage.
You're not too bad at the old crossbow.
12 might miss.
Oh.
Oh,
12 does miss. I'm so sorry.
damn.
Worth it.
Worth it to get the crossbow.
Yeah,
Well,
Uh,
it's pretty cool thematically.
So Mira, you just open the door, unload the crossbow, firebolt, close the door, and back in the room.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Ducks around. Like, she's breathing really heavily. She's like, oh, this is what I thought it was going to be like. Oh my god, this is what I thought it was going to be like.
I'm an adventurer.
Yervith just like will make a ranger out of her yet.
Yervith holds up like a 5. He's like, yeah, that was good. The firebolt, yeah, but the first bit, the arrow, really good. Alrighty, the one T that's almost dead. Yeah, I mean, he can't. As you have shot him in the back twice, he looks towards you, Jin. He's like,
Oh, yeah,
ow!
twice, yeah, twice.
What's
Yeah.
unbelievable?
I just sort of go, I'm sorry!
Fuck you!
Dragon, she's very good at evading.
He then tries to stab the deer. He's going
Not
to.
sorry, little bitch.
I think he'll do. Yeah, he's going to do 2 scimitar attacks against the giant elk. Natural 1 for the first one.
Wow, nice.
The second
Yes,
one's
we
a
just wanna- we wanna
15
see
for
that.
the giant elk.
Doesn't hit.
Ooh.
No, because you got your armor of
Oh!
wands, which means you're
Nice.
yeah armor of
Oh,
beast. Sorry, yeah.
beast.
Yeah. He's just he's so injured. His like ribs are broken as he goes to swing the sword. He's and can't actually swing down with the sword because his ribs are so damaged. And he ends up just dropping his scimitar on the floor and scrabbling to try and pick it up, muttering and cursing under his breath. And the blue Malison, one's dead, one's engaged with the wolf, but at this stage, you guys are still in the cell, but they can't close the door because Lyra's a massive fucking elk.
And there's a big Warforged in there too.
Now he's gonna have to go for. He's gonna go for the wolf because he's tried to hit the man made of metal. That's not going well. The wolf is savaging him. He's gonna try and go for the wolf.
No, not the wolf.
But hey, look, every attack on the wolf is an attack not against you. Oh my god,
That's
another
very
natural
true.
1 for the scimitar.
Yes. Nice.
His
Does
bite
it?
isn't. Doesn't hit. And a 6 doesn't hit. I think 18.
Oh my
for the bite.
god, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So 4 piercing and 3 poison.
Yeah. Wolfie dead.
Oh
No!
no, I'm so sorry. I said before, someone had commented in the chat like, "What a good doggo," and I said, "There's only good doggos here." Turns out there's no good doggos here anymore. I killed them. Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry, the DM killed the good doggo.
It wasn't me. It was the snakes. Snakes kill
was the
dogs. It's
DM.
how the natural world works.
Was it though?
It's not my fault. Look, I'm just
natural
the
world.
conduit for these assholes. I'm not them. That's his 2 attacks against the thing, and then he is going to. He's actually going to move away. Lockie and Lyra, you both get an attack of opportunity as he moves away
Oh
to
my
try and see
God.
who's in the doorway.
Hell yeah.
Can I Grimfram read that attack opportunity?
Can you gram flam blah, blah? Can you do it as a reaction? That's a good
If you have
question. I think you need a
Warcaster.
Warcaster feat to be able to cast
Okay,
cantrips as a.
hold.
Hey guys.
Whoa!
You're getting fucked up.
Whoa!
Crit.
Okay. With Ram, I just want to double check. Do you need a run up for Ram, or is that charge?
No, that's charge, and
Charge.
then Hooves is the one that has to be prone.
Amazing. So 7 bludgeoning damage, but it's actually not because it's... So what is it that you roll? It's 2d6 plus 4.
So it's 12, Owen.
Plus another... So it's
and then
12
more.
plus 7, so it's 19. I mean, how do you want to do this?
Yes.
Hey!
You just headbutt it and just essentially
Skewer him.
skewer it with her blunt
Yes.
horns.
That's cool.
Oh my god. So
And then it's
as
just
you
hanging
lift...
off her horns like a butcher bird.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as you lift up your head, this dude's just hanging off it like you're like a shrike, and you've just impaled him on a tree branch like a butcher bird.
It
for
just struck
people.
fear into the heart of everyone.
Yeah,
Yikes.
like a shrike to my sharp and glorious thorn. As you just skewer this piece of shit. Lockie, you get a spray of blood as like she spears through his like one of his like lower like his femoral artery on one of the longer spines of her antlers, and you just get sprayed with this arterial blood.
He pauses for a beat. Hurrah!
It's like confetti to me. Lyra, you're up last. There's another UNT right in front of you, and then the abomination, the large.
Was this the guy that didn't have a reaction left because of shock, or was it this guy?
No, the guy who died doesn't have a reaction.
The guy in front of you is very
He
dead.
he definitely
very
doesn't have a reaction.
He's
He's
so
dead.
close.
That's true. It's a good point. It's a good point.
So
No doubt.
if I need feet, so that's 5, 10. No, okay, I can't get 20. Okay, so she's just gonna hooves the guy in front of her.
He's not
really
prone.
close
Does he
death.
have to be prone to be hoofed?
No, oh wait, yeah, you're right. Ran.
Ran.
The one that is not prone.
Do it again.
I mean, if you can get another nat 20, we're fucked.
It's not.
19
it's
hit,
not.
10 bludgeoning damage.
good.
You just ram him. His body flies back and smashes into the cells, and then drops to the ground limp as you just basically buck
God.
your head forwards.
Nice.
Because there's already one body. The other body gets thrown back against the cell door too, and actually pushes open the cell door. So as you fling them back, the
Finally.
cell door gets knocked open, and these guys get thrown
Bucky's
into
in
the
the back.
room.
Woo!
Now who's in
Um,
the cell? Which is what she would say if she could talk.
Back in your cell. Yeah, I mean the two Malisons are just gone. They are obliterated by these two ram attacks as they are knocked backwards. Lyra, that's your action. You've now got movement. The cell door is open. You may now exit the cell. With these guys out of the way, you can just move out of that cell.
She wants to sort of go here and try not to get an opportunity attack. Like, would I get one from him if I?
Yeah, so
move?
the way the cell's lined up, you have to go there first to get out because you are a huge
Yeah.
creature. You are the size of the cell, slightly bigger. You're quite like cramped in at the moment.
In
That's
that
why
case,
Lockie's
she'll
on your
move
back.
out, but she won't. She
Can I
won't
ask-
move out of range.
Well, can I ask a question?
No. Yeah, because
would I-
oh, I deleted you. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I was trying to. No. I've
Okay,
disconnected your feed. Never ask questions. Sorry, yeah, ask me questions. Sorry.
Diderus says yes.
Actually, I have a couple of questions. So first up, would I stay with her because I'm on her back?
Yes.
Secondly, could I be her shield so the opportunity attack hits me instead of her?
Oh, that's a good question.
Just be careful. Don't take too much damage.
That's the
It's
thing.
fine. It's
I
fine.
would say.
I don't have enough room to do it anyway.
I will argue if Lyra, because you're on her back, as you spin around, if Lyra then turns and tries to run the other way, you can try and guard and protect her flank. And I would say that the opportunity attack can be made against you, Lockie, instead of Lyra. I would argue that when it's you versus the giant elk, the armored man riding the giant elk, he probably doesn't know Lyra's intelligent. He didn't see her transform. He doesn't know that it's a druid. He probably thinks it's just a giant elk and you are the one riding it, in which case you would be the target. So yes, I would argue that there is a reason that he might attack you instead of Lyra. I will allow it. Lyra, if you wanted to keep moving, you can.
I need 20 feet, and I've only got 10 because she's so big.
Oh, you want to?
Oh, unless you
Yeah.
push Mira, unless you push the door open and shove Mira out of the way. Oh, the problem is that oh no, the door is 10 feet wide. You could just do that if you want. Just shove Mira into the corridor.
Just open the door and she's like,
She's totally gonna do it. She's just gonna be like, sorry, Mira, and then try and shunt Mira into the hallway rather than against a wall.
Well, no. So the door opens this way. So as you push open this doorway, Mira gets thrown into the corridor that way. Mira, you drop your crossbow.
Not the crossbow.
She's not taking damage. Don't fucking complain. Lockie, he's going to make an attack of opportunity against you. I will roll that right now. He is going to try and... I mean, he could try and constrict you to try and, like, grab you off her back. I think he's going to try and do that.
Oh no!
22.
Crit. Oh,
Does that hit?
Exactly my AC.
It's your AC! Fuck, yes! Yes! Oh, I hit you, you tank, you piece of shit tank. Lockie! I love the players, I love all of them. As Lyra comes out and charges down and yeets Mira out of the way, you're like there ready to guard. You like spin your body around, you're like there like, it's okay, I've got you, Lyra. And then the tail just comes up and wraps around you. You're like, I don't got you, Lyra. As you are just pulled off the back and slammed into the ground.
I did not foresee this.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage, which is not as bad as it could have been. You are now grappled. So on your turn, if you can make me a strength check, I'll let you know. I'll let you know when that is. I think you can do it. Is it the beginning of your turn? Oh, you're also restrained as well. Man, that's rough.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
you're
I like to go
restrained
to snake
and
all the
grappled.
time. It's
Hey,
good.
snakes are good. Look. You can see why these druids got lured by the power. I mean, it's all there. Lyra, did you want to charge the UNT?
Yes.
So you've got multi-attack, right? So you can do 2 attacks. Does
No.
it say that? Oh, you don't? Then you can't because you've already done your.
Yeah.
But you can next turn, and that's what's important.
Mm-hmm.
The UNT abomination. Oh, Lockie, this is not going to be good. He has advantage against you because you are currently restrained.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry, mate.
Ah.
He's going to bite you,
Yep.
and then he's going to use his scimitar twice on you.
Okay.
He doesn't taste good.
I know, it doesn't taste good. I will take that into account. I promise.
Damn
Oh,
it.
Lockie. Okay, so the bites are 25 to hit. 15 and
I
25.
used my shield. I used
Yep.
my charge on my shield to yeet him back 15 feet.
Oh, while you're
To me.
grappled. That's a good question. Would you come with him? He is a large monstrosity.
Can I use the
So he's-
opportunity to try and also use that force from the shield to try and say push off and at least make him make a check?
I will allow you to use your reaction as part of this. I'm gonna be a really nice DM because I feel bad about how much damage you're gonna take. I've rolled all of the attacks and it's not looking good for you, so I will allow it. Lockie, as he bites down with the 25, 10 piercing, 13 poison damage, and then you use your shield to yeet him back. What's the rules? Can it be a size bigger? Double check that, because I'm thinking a size bigger is probably going to be tricky.
I think it can, but let me double check it just.
What's it called again? I'll whip it open too.
It's the shield of repulsion. It's
Yeah,
a-
that's the one.
Oh, because he's huge, not large.
Yeah.
it's a-
Push
Let me
the
check.
attacker. Just says the attacker.
it's the attacker.
That's
Okay.
insane. So if like Tiamat does this, you can yeet her back 15 feet. That is dumb as shit.
That is safe.
I'm sorry.
Is there a
That's
saving
so
throw
dumb.
though with this?
No. Yeah, a creature gains a +1 bonus to armor class. The shield has 4 charges. 4 charges while holding it. The wielder can use reaction to immediately after being hit by a melee attack, expend 1 of the charges to yeet the attacker 15 feet. There's no save. There's no prevention. It is unblockable. Artificers have some broken
Hey.
stuff, I have to say. This is one
This
of
is
them.
crazy, dude.
Oh man, yeah.
I love it,
Mark off another yeet power, yeet force 1 as you just shoot this abomination back.
We're being physicsed in the chat, by the way.
We are being physics. Newton's third law.
I would 2 guesses on who's doing that.
Yeah, Lockie, do you want to make me a athletics check or an acrobatics check to try and escape this? DC is 14. As you yeet him back, we're going to see if you get yeeted along too, because unfortunately the law of physics doesn't apply to D&D. We deal with Alavandro's 16th mystery law, which states that the DM can do whatever the fuck he wants. All right, Lockie, let's see.
This because I can't find the thing that is here, but this one's also going to be +3 of whatever gets rolled because I add my
So
intelligence to my strength checks.
Yep.
What's going to happen to me?
Yes. I'm gonna have you make as a reaction. You can make a acrobatics or athletics check to try and dodge out of the way or yeet yourself out of the way.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you will take natural
that.
20 for 21 for Lockie. Lockie, you just
Oh, wow.
24 for Jin. Yeah, Jin, you just jump and like roll to the side here.
Oh, cool.
Lockie,
Oh, thank
as
God.
this thing bites down, you take the 10 piercing and the 13 poison damage, unless you're immune to poison damage. I think you are immune to
I
poison.
am
only
advantage
acid.
against being poisoned. Oh wait,
It's
I'm
not-
resistant.
it's not-
I'm resistant to poison. Resistant to poison.
So it's half. So you take 10
half
piercing
damage.
and 6 poison damage, and then your shield just goes. And you just, there's this quiet moment of silence, and then the snake looks down really confused, and then with this sudden propulsive force is thrown back against the wall. He'll take a d4 of damage. Do you want to roll me a d4, Lockie?
Yes.
I know you do, so let's get that roll.
As he does that, and he's next
Yeah.
to me now, I'm going to go, oh, that bastard.
That doesn't seem physically possible. How did that tiny shield throw you so far against the wall? You're such a big snake.
For the first
And I'm
time
gonna
in
sit
Lockie's
there and
life,
shake my
he does a
head.
backflip.
And I'm
What was
going
that?
to
Sorry,
look at
Lockie?
Lockie and...
What was that?
For
Sorry,
the
Lockie.
first time in Lockie's life, he does a backflip. So he's brought the shield in front of him. He's been
Yeah.
hit, and then he's gone poof.
That's cool.
He gets thrown into the wall. He looks at you, Jin, in this like snake disguise and goes,
Where is the backup? We might need it.
and then he's gonna come forwards and continue attacking you, Lockie.
I'll sort of reassure him and go, I'll see what I can find.
Nice. The next attack is a 17 and a 10. So 17 is the high, doesn't hit you. The next one is a natural 1 for an 8 and a 16. Neither of those hit you. 2 scimitar strikes are unable to land on your metal hide.
Yeah, it's just in the corner, just like, oh
you're
my
seeing
god,
all
what's
this.
happening?
It has to be crazy for you because you're just hiding in the corner.
So Yervith, I'll tell you, I rolled a 7 for his perception check, unfortunately.
Oh, really? He has no idea I'm here.
He's
That's
got
hilarious.
no idea you're there. Like he's like, where did this arrow come from?
That's a good
Probably
perception
nowhere.
too, because he probably didn't. He's probably so just sort of
Yeah, so
entranced by
focused.
this whole thing. He can't
Yeah.
even see this other dead body for some reason.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
well,
this,
I mean, to be fair, like his experience was he's focusing on the deer and the metal man who he can't strike.
Exactly.
His first attack on the metal man as he bit it, a concussive blast came out of the shield, yeeting him into a wall. His focus is the metal man who has like soiled his honor.
From Yervith's
Yeah,
perspective,
exactly.
he's just seen the big abomination just go into the corridor and
I
then just
knew
get
that.
slammed against the wall. And I'm just like,
Yeah. Yervith's like, I like my corner. My corner's safe.
that corner is good.
I need
I
that
like
orange
it.
shirt, by the way. The metal man that soiled his honor.
The metal man that soiled his honor. Would you like that as your quote on your shirt? Because obviously I've got the shirts, the merch store, plug merch store, which has the characters on the back, the logo on the front. Would you also like a quote from each of you on the front as well?
That'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All right. I think I'm going to start taking notes of quotes.
Notes of
Infamous
quotes.
quotes. Notes of quotes. Yervith, it is actually your turn, you sneaky boy.
Yay.
Get him.
I'm gonna get him.
Get him.
I
Get
don't
him.
want to attack with my sword.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna fucking do it. So Yervith is going to get out his special mosaic sword and is gonna wham bam, thank you, man. Let's try and get this guy. 21
21's going to hit.
Nice.
for 7 and 5.
5 damage.
Yep.
Does the sword do more damage too?
It's a +1 sword, so that should already be calculated in.
Yep.
And if
Oh,
it's,
it's
if
gonna
he
have
misses, if he
Yeah,
misses,
if it
he can
misses.
basically activate like a cloud of daggers effect on the sword. I think you've got because you've used 1 charge, right?
1 charge. Yep. So I've got 2 more, I think. Was it 3
Yeah, you
charges?
should have 2 more left because it's got 3 charges. Yeah.
Cool, I'll attack again.
Yeah. It's a nice one because it kind of turns your misses into successes at 25.
Yeah.
That's going to hit too. 9 damagios. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, as you're just slicing into him, the sword kind of sensing and tapping into your anger and your hatred of these things. The mosaic tiles turn into even sharper barbs, and it becomes almost like a machete blade, a chainsaw chainsaw blade, this serrated
Oh my
edge,
God.
like a
That's
steak
sick.
knife. As you just start carving, into this big boy. Carve off a slice of ham. Anything else on your turn, Yervith?
Oh my god, I really can't go anywhere. I'm going to bonus action.
Yeah.
Disengage and go back into the corner.
Yep. Just, yeah, absolutely. Just pull yourself away into the corner, 100%.
Yep.
Jin.
So my initiative got deleted. I was after.
Oh, it did when I accidentally deleted you.
Oh yeah, when you delete the dragon.
What was your initiative, Lockie? Do you remember?
I can't remember what it was, but
That's
I was
right, I'll find
after.
it. That's right, I'll find it up here. Should be easy to locate.
You find it.
He just got up to the top of the combat. I'll just open up all the chat entries. I'm going to go through our entire chat log.
Oh my God.
That's right. I can check. We've got 61 pages of chat log in
Oh my.
the Lost Archives. That's fun.
Make a book on that.
I don't think anyone would read that book. Let's be honest here.
His initiative was 18.
18, thank you.
Cheers.
There you go. I've got that enter back in. Yes, that would make sense. Yeah, it had to be less than 22, higher than 14. So, Lockie, it is your turn.
All right. Can I come to here in this highly open door without an attack of opportunity?
Yeah. Because as you push the door open more, it moves it out of the space. So that's absolutely fine.
Excellent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I can hear the what's what I'm looking for? Not prepared. I don't know. The eager hooves behind me. So I'm going to slide this way, and as I do, I'm going to hit him with a shocking blast, shocking grasp.
Yeah, absolutely. Shocking grasps.
Shocking grasps. And as I do, I'm like, I'm not moving here for any particular reason, but I think there's something coming for you.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Fucking hell.
Crit.
Obviously that hits.
Damn.
You guys have rolled some. Lockie, that's your third crit tonight.
Oh no.
I rolled
Lyra
one.
got a crit.
Lyra got a crit.
That's another crit.
Second
You've
crit for
rolled a
Lockie
couple,
tonight.
Nat ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, let's do
I've
this.
rolled a few nat ones. Fucking hell tonight.
Nice.
So your shocking grasp
11.
is 11, and then it's plus another 16
Plus
27.
16.
as we do the max criticals.
Nice.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Lightning.
Yeah, at this time, the shocking grasp is not as funny to him. As you apply it to him, he's just like, as he's like shocks in place. Yeah, it looks like that hurt a little bit, and he is sort of like twitching every so often as his muscles sort of fail to respond. What is this? As you do that.
It is preparation.
It's like how you baste the meat. I'm basting your meat. Lockie, anything else on your turn? Or are you a happy little boy?
I'm a happy little clam. I'll just sit there with my shield.
Okay.
Jin, it is now back
So,
to you. Bring it on back
How
to Jin.
bloodied is our friend looking here?
He has like chunks missing from his flank where Yervith has carved off sections of his haunch. The tastiest part of a yuan-tui. Yuan-ti. Forgive me, I need more sleep. So, the tastiest part of yuan-ti. I mean, the damage from Lockie's shocking grasp still seems pretty raw as well. Not to mention the damage he's just been sort of accruing over the last little bit. He's not looking super happy. I would say
He's
that
not close to death yet?
I mean, he has a number of bruises, serious gashes, and he is now losing blood. He looks unhealthy and unhappy.
Right.
If
okay,
he
he's not
walked into an
super
ED
close.
department, they would find him a bed. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I know.
I don't want to.
His
I don't
kidneys are
want
like on the floor.
If you had a health bar, it'd be in the
Pretty
orange.
much dead. I'll tell you that. He'd be in a chair otherwise. He'd be in a chair.
Oh.
Or maybe they'd find him a
I don't-
chair.
Oh,
But it'd be a
kind of
comfy.
chair?
It'd be a comfy chair that like leans back,
Oh, okay. Wow.
and they'd
It's
find a
pretty
med
serious.
student.
Maybe a
Not
full
not
thing.
not the person on call, but they would find a med student for him.
Whoa, jeez. What's that? What's the wait time? 4 hours?
I reckon 3. He's not looking happy. He just
Oh,
coughs up
God.
some blood in the waiting room.
Oh.
I
Sorry, Jared.
don't want to-
Your turn.
No, it's okay. I don't want to potentially have him attacking me
Mhm.
because I really need to keep up my spell.
and you're like, I don't want to be, I don't want to be damaged either. I just don't want it to happen.
Well, I wouldn't care so much if the
Yeah.
the
But
hypnotic.
you're
pattern
currently
was
holding
really
an entire
important.
room with your concentration, so
I might do the help action,
Mhm.
and do it so I distract him by just pointing out things like, "Oh my God, there's a giant elk over there about to charge," and "Oh, the metal boy just did so much damage." Just oh my, and where's all these other strikes coming from? Oh my eyes, I can't. And I'm just like scanning the. I'm just.
Do you know what?
barraging
I'm
him
gonna-
with things.
I'm gonna make a call. If you can use help as an action, which gives one of your allies advantage, I'm gonna say that you can give the opposite to your enemies.
Well,
You can spend an action
I
giving
can
them
actually do
disadvantage.
this. Alternatively, you can aid a friendly creature in attacking a creature within 5 feet of you, which he is.
Perfect.
You feint, distract the target, or in some other way team up to make your ally's attack more effective.
Perfect.
If your ally attacks the target before your next turn, the first attack roll is made with advantage.
Yeah,
Ah,
ideal.
that's
Then
cool.
there you go. I
So-
argued that it should be a rule in D&D. Turns out it
Yeah,
already is.
and it is.
Makes sense.
So I'm still appearing as his ally and just freaking the fuck out to him,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to attack him, but I'm still going to help my party with the help action.
Quiet,
cool.
snakeling. I'm trying to focus. Blah.
As he takes the
I'm
shot
sorry,
down.
sorry. He's just like, oh. So yeah, I, will,
I almost did
so
the
whoever-
Richard Nixon. I stopped myself, thank God.
Oh.
So whoever attacks him next,
fair
whoever attacks him
Sorry.
next will get advantage. No, it's
So
fine.
I need more sleep. I'm amazing. I think we know who the next attack's going to be. Mira.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only had 3 beers tonight, so I should be. No, I've had a single. Yeah, no, I got home, climbed into the pool, and was like, Alice, fetch me a beer, please. Then I lay in the pool drinking beer. It was good.
Sounds great.
Mira, what would you like to do?
Mira is just like kind of wringing her hands, looking at the crossbow. She's like, never mind, and she'll just kind of look around the corner if she can get under the elk.
Yeah.
And shoot off a firebolt at Big Boy.
You have advantage.
I do have advantage. Yes.
You get a nat 20.
Please.
This could be bad. This could be really
Please.
bad. I might have to summon in a whole bunch of helmed horrors.
Oh,
24 is
no.
good.
Oh.
Do you want to roll again? It's advantage, remember? You get 2
Yeah,
rolls.
24 and 25.
I can't see the 25 yet, but I'm sure it's coming through. Yeah, we'll take the 25, but we'll take the damage from the first one. So 9 fire damage plus 5 for the elemental
five.
attunement.
Yes.
Now my question is, Mira. Oh no, this is a cantrip, not a first level spell. Don't worry. I was going to ask about your elemental chaos, but don't worry about
No, I'm gonna slow things. But as a bonus action, I'm gonna get a sorcery point back. Yes.
it. Because I want one.
Because I need one.
So are you converting a spell slot into a sorcery point, or are you using your regeneration? I think you've got
regeneration bonus action can regenerate.
Mira, fantastic. Elk Lyra. There's a dude who needs charging. He's right in front of you.
I'm gonna lay down the
Charge and ramming time.
Doesn't
I'm
it?
gonna do a charge ram.
Amazing. So charge, I think charge works is like you get.
So you
15.
roll ram, and if ram hits,
Oh, then you just use the charge bonus, do you?
and you
Yeah,
just,
that's a
so it's-
ram and-
Yeah, you just get the bonus damage.
That's right. That's right.
What
We
did
have
you
been
fucking
giant
hit?
elks fighting before.
Let's go.
Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
No!
Oh no, natural 1. Let me just see if you've got any community funded inspirations. Let me have a quick peekaroo.
Community funded inspiration.
Quick!
Sucks.
Oh, I'm not.
See that inspiration isn't probably gonna. I mean, I have the inspiration box checked, but I'm not sure.
Okay, because I have you marked as having 1 community one left from episode 41, so 10 episodes ago, and I have been pretty good at keeping these up to date. So, if you would like to mark off your inspiration right now, I will allow you to use your inspiration, because I've got you listed as having 1 as well. So I think that's okay.
So is it? What do I roll?
You get to roll again, so you can roll it
Roll
again.
again.
It's the same as having advantage, but you get to use it after the fact. And that
Damn,
is the
guys.
last community inspiration. You guys have run out.
Please.
The chat need to give you guys more. You're all
That's
out now.
better.
That's it.
There we go.
25's better. As you just charge down the main thoroughfare, smashing into him.
9
so he takes
damage.
9 damage.
plus This. 9 and 5.
Very nice. As
14
you
damage.
charge into him, smashing into him. I mean, yeah, he stumbles from the blow, and is sort of
Can you also
semi-prevented from
A
retaliating.
strength check, please.
Oh, I can, absolutely. I'll let you know he's got a strength of 19, so it's a +4.
Oh no.
That's a natural
Please
20, so
fail.
24. Sorry.
Oh yeah, good.
That passes.
Does it? Okay. You know to double check. Yeah, so as you like charge into him, he just like in actual fact, the effect of the shocking grasp kind of holds him in place and has already tensed up his muscles. So when you charge into him, it's not the sort of soft flesh you're used to hitting into. The electricity has already caused his muscles to tense. So he does seem to take the attack slightly better. Thank
That's
you.
cool.
Pretty happy
Makes
with
him
that.
more rigid.
Explanation. Anything else in your turn, Lyra? You can move away because he's shocking grasped. He's got no reactions.
Oh my god, in that case, hell
Just
yeah.
run 15 feet
She-
back.
Just back
Yep,
up.
she's gonna
Do it
do
again.
I'm gonna do it again.
What was that, sorry, Lyra?
I'm gonna do it again.
Doing it again.
Just the meat.
It's his turn. He really does not fucking like you, Lockie. But he doesn't like the elk, and he doesn't want to get charged again. But if he moves out of your range, he knows he's going to get hit. It's a tough life being a UNT. He's going to try and constrict you again, Lockie, because that worked really well for him last time. That's going to miss.
Nice.
So he's going to use... And then he's going to go for the scimitar attack against you, Lockie. He's just going to have to focus on you. Nah, they both miss. 19 and a 17. They both miss you.
Wow.
As he tries to strike at you. He turns towards you, Jin. Fetch help now, he says.
I sort of just nod, like profusely, like just nod in agreement.
Yervith.
As I just stay there, stuck in like place with shock.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same thing. Gonna
Run up. Strike. Run away.
Bang, bang, bang.
just
Taste my sword, you stupid snake.
where's the sword? Where's the sword go? Does it go on his
21.
back or does it go up?
It's on his
I'll
back
let
because
you-
he's facing Lockie and the snake.
Hey,
So
it's
it's
better.
16 damage. So yeah,
Nice.
21 to hit hits, 6 damage, then 10 sneak attack. You must have rolled a 6 and a 6 and a 4. Very, very nice.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, but that hits too. Fucking hell.
Nice.
We might be 8 damage. Yep. He's looking really hurt. I mean,
I
he's
focus that same area, trying to like carve away a little bit more and do as much damage as I can.
yeah, like you are now carving through deep muscle tissue, the fascia around his muscles. As you've carved through the top layers of skin and fat, you're now dissecting this snake creature.
I forgot to mention, is this flanking?
So it's a so
Yeah.
from your position, not really.
Plus
and the way
two.
we do flanking is you get a +2 to attack. Same as cover. So basically, I
Oh.
do the variant flanking rules, which has it be the opposite of cover, because advantage and disadvantage means that a group of goblins can take down,
Totally. Yeah,
which
I wasn't sure
doesn't
I
make
got
as
it.
much sense as the +2, I think, because
If
it's not like
if
they.
it's just a hit, that's fine.
Yeah.
Also, it just takes away the whole strength pack tactics.
Totally.
Well, pack tactics still works because I think pack tactics deliberately says you have advantage if an ally is within something feet. So I don't change pack
exactly.
tactics.
That's
but
what I no.
it
What I
means
mean
yeah.
is
Oh,
that-
sorry. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I getcha.
exactly. It takes
Yeah,
away the
having-
strength of pack tactics.
Exactly, and pack tactics should
'Cause
be
then
this
everyone gets
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly right.
Absolutely.
I quite like that variant rule. So yeah, for those of you who are listening and don't know variant rules, there's a couple of variant rules we're playing with. The big one is the variant flanking techniques. The other big one is the crit. So we do the better criticals, which I personally as a DM think is a much better version of doing the criticals because it means your crits
Definitely.
always have an effect.
There's
Where
a
you
bit
do
more
a
flesh,
yeah.
Nice.
Well, it means your
but
crits.
they hit
It means
harder
your crits
too
mean
when you
something.
take it.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately it works for the NPCs as well as you guys, but I like
Yeah.
it because it gives crits meaning. So it means that you do the full dice and then they roll. So they do a normal roll and then they just add the full value of the dice on top of it rather than doubling a dice roll. That's just my way of doing it. Yervith, you just carve sections off this UNT, dissecting him
Nice.
layer by layer as you just like saw him with your sword. Your sword.
Sword.
your sword.
A sword.
Actually, it probably is spelled SAWD for you because it is a saw blade with the.
Yeah.
It's a sword. Yeah.
Sword.
Anything else in your turn, Yervith? Bonus action disengage or?
Bonus action disengage back into the corner.
As you just out of there.
And see it.
Lockie,
Bye.
it's your turn, buddy.
Lucky. I'm going to keep going with what I was doing, and I'm going to shock him again.
You feeling Lockie, punk?
Do it.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
22's gonna hit.
Nice.
Oh shit.
That will hit. 11.
Oh my god. He has 11 hit points left. How do you want to do this? It's exactly
Nice.
lethal. It's precisely lethal.
He's got
That
bits
sounds about
carved
right.
off. He's got bits carved off himself from Yervith's attack, and I see that Yervith opened up a nice bit on the flank there. So Lockie's just going to reach through the fold of skin and find a bone somewhere and just shock from them.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you reach in, and because it's his back, you grab his spine. And just... he silently begins juddering, shaking, before falling to the ground, lifeless and unmoving. Wow. You are, for the moment. I'm going to keep you in initiative because of what's happening in the next room.
Yes, please.
Anything else on your turn, Lockie?
I guess I'm just going to clean myself off, but not particularly. How's everybody feeling?
I think everyone's pretty good.
Bring it on!
I knew you were there, but I just didn't know where you were.
Yeah. You just hear this voice. Keep it coming.
I'm in my corner. Nothing can touch me.
Good.
We'll just leave you here then. We'll just. Oh gosh, Jin, what's in the next room?
I'm just sort of gonna use my normal voice because it was killing me before.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
just gonna say there's a lot of enemies, but they're all currently indisposed because of one of my spells. I sent one further north, and there's one stuck there in place. We need to deal with that one first, and then take out the other ones one by one. We only have, and I don't have a watch, but I sort of play it in my head. We maybe have 7 rounds, 6 seconds, about just under a minute.
Okay.
So we'll stay in initiative.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Otherwise, what we can do is I can have you guys all move together, rather than separate you on the initiative, because that's going to take a while. And I'll let you know when 6 seconds has passed each time, and I'll. It's going to be.
It's going to be hard though with this person in there because the moment we all just walk in together, this person's going to freak.
Send a little sniper in, maybe.
So I'm just going to go. Just wait a second. First things first, Owen. I'm gonna come around the corner here.
Yep.
And this guy here,
she hasn't moved.
just.
Oh, sorry. So in that time, he has moved further. Sorry,
I figured he'd be probably over here or something.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. The whole idea is hopefully he catches on with the suggestion dude that would just keep running, and that guy would just keep running with the suggestion dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna gesture to this one. I'm gonna lock eyes with her, and I'm just gonna do just a silent sort of gesture.
She nods.
And I'm gonna just so I've taken 10 feet here. And I'm gonna slowly just start walking towards her, and I'm gonna be just walking really slow. So that's about 20 feet, 25, and I'm gonna just sort of straddle my way around this guy without touching him.
Yeah.
I have to rouse him awake, so that's be pretty forceful.
Oh yeah, no. As you sneak by,
action.
he's just sort of swaying backwards and forwards, looking at the lights, not saying anything. Clearly dazed and stunned.
I'm gonna sort of say to her in a hushed tone, the enemy. Hold on. I'm gonna say. No, I'm gonna say nothing for now. Actually.
Okay.
That's 30 feet. I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
So then 35, 40, and the whole time I'm not like dashing like forward. I'm just sort of nimbly sort of moving to make it seem like I'm like trying to move that much, like be really careful.
I should probably describe the room to you, shouldn't I? Would you like that?
That'd be good, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So inside the room, this is clearly a throne room, the heart of the Yuan-Ti organization here. Huge chamber featuring giant stone serpents along the east and west walls, their open mouths guttering green flames. Very much like the Chamber of Secrets in Harry Potter, with the hallway down and the stone serpents on either side. You can see that clearly this is where the leaders of the Yuan-Ti are located. And sitting on the central dais is a humanoid form, but with very strange snake-like appearances. Scales of rippling colour up her arms, legs, and up her neck. Head, ball, scale patterns heading across it, and her eyes, pure slits. Dark, black, and yellow. At her feet, a dwarf lies, writhing about, muttering to himself every so often. A dwarf dressed in purple robes. The long beard, slightly darker tan skin. Just muttering gibberish to himself.
I reckon
the
he's
other
still be doing
Yuan-Ti.
that too in the hypnotic pattern.
The other Yuan-Ti all just looking at these dazed patterns that are dancing around in the center of the room, unblinking, unmoving. And it is your turn.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go. It's 50 now. 55, 60. I'm gonna get there.
Yep.
I'm gonna end my turn. I'm sort of gonna hope that the other guys don't do anything right now, but it's up to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's treat the other guys as a group. Mira, Lyra, Yervith, Lockie. You guys are in this prison cell together. Jin has said to you, stay put. Just give me a moment. Do any of you want to do anything, or are you happy to let your turns pass and we'll jump back to Jin?
I would just be readying an action with my longbow to just shoot like any hostiles that come through the door.
Perfect, yeah.
Stay in my corner and just be like...
Do you want me to take it that the rest of you do similar sort of thing, hold actions for anything hostile?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm going to try and listen because of we've sent off a couple now. Can I just listen for any backup coming?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
Would you like to make me a perception or investigation check, Mira?
Perception or investigation, eh?
Your choice.
Can I ask a question? The snakes that are all enraptured, are they like snake charmer thing, like I'm doing this swaying thing?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Snake charmer.
Yeah, Mira 13. You can hear the sounds of conversation echoing through the corridors, but it doesn't seem to be getting closer. If anything, it seems to be getting further away from you.
That's good.
Yeah. The sound of footsteps and cries, but the echoes are dying down. They're not getting closer. All right, Jim, we'll jump back to you then. These guys are going to hold their actions for anything threatening that might step into the room with them. It's your turn.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15. The whole time holding my lip, my finger to my lip. I'm gonna stand next to her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sort of at the back here.
Yep.
I'm gonna straddle past her. So I'm like, actually, no, I'm gonna stand like here.
Yep.
So basically, what I've done is. Oh, is something gonna happen?
No. As you get up close, she looks at you. She goes, "What happens now?"
Okay, so basically, just explaining myself a little bit. I'm just in case anything goes down now, at least someone within range of her to stop her from rousing anyone.
Yep.
But I'm definitely going to try and play as her ally.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I got a barky dog.
Yep. So she says, "What's going on now?" And I'm going to say, it's a good one. It's a good one. The enemy will enter this room. We've pushed them back as much as we can, but they might come in. I put the protective charm up, so hopefully they won't be able to enter. Even if they can, they won't be able to harm anybody in here. The charm is the protection is too strong. Stay put. We will be protected. Okay, we will get out of this.
Okay, yes.
She nods, yeah.
And I sort of go, I'll sort of say, to sort of signal to the group, I'll just sort of do like a, keep back! Hopefully someone catches on that. It's just me sort of signaling. It's just, like, they know they know I've been speaking in this voice, so they know that because I've done this, hopefully they'll enter.
Alright. Everyone agree.
Quickly, what I'm going to do is, even if one picks out, I'm gonna have a readied action to. So I'm going to be how I'm standing. My right hand is going to be hidden by this snake girl. So whoever peeks around the door first, I'm going to basically say, I'm going to do a gesture to come closer with my hand like this, and then I'm going to point behind me and then I'm going to put my hand up and go near my neck with my hand. Basically say, come in, target this one, and kill this one. Because I think I told everyone before not to target any of these ones.
Yep. Okay. The rest of you,
I believe he's using a double negative. I think the presence of a fake voice means that when he says not to do something, we're supposed to do it.
Why would that happen? Why?
Because he is a spy.
Oh, he's a spy.
So he lies.
Spies lie.
Spies
lie all the time.
He's lying. Okay.
He told us to wait. I'm waiting.
I thought so.
Oh no!
He told us not to come in.
Lockie said not to come. Yeah.
Yeah. So which means we go in there.
What? Really?
I mean, I've got to give you guys kudos for not metagaming. Nicely done.
I should have given like a word, like get back or something.
Lockie,
as
sure?
a safe word.
I'm quite sure. Yes. I've spent some time with him.
I really like this corner.
Peek around. Someone peek outside the door.
Well, look, you can leave the corner there. It'll be still be there when we come back, and you can play with your corner again.
You're not at work.
While this is going on, can Lyra have just sort of stuck her giant elk head throughout the
Yes, is the short answer.
So
she goes, a beast next to you, Jin.
I sort of hush her, and I am taken aback by the fact that it's giant elk Lyra looking around the corner. I was expecting someone a little bit more inconspicuous.
Yep.
But I sort of do the held action that I was holding. I do the gesture, come over here, target the girl behind me, do the quick like.
Do you want to do me a quick sleight of hand check, Jin, to see how sneaky you are?
13.
13?
Great.
Yeah.
But it's not bad either.
Lyra. You come around the corner, you can see Jin's there. Pointing to the UNT female. Not really sure what he wants. Can you do the gestures for us, Jin? Jared. So you're pointing. Then you're going across your neck.
This. So I'm sort of like holding it down here.
Yeah.
And then like I'm gesturing, then I'm pointing behind me, and then I'm doing that.
And they're going across. They're going like that. Okay. It's like cut off under the neck.
To signify that I'm like,
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, okay.
But as I see that she's also huge Lyra, I'll
just charges in, smashing through the UNT.
Oh my.
Lyra, actually, sorry, as you enter the room, you see Jin first gesturing, and then as your eyes drift back across, you see the figure on the throne. Looks very familiar to you. Certainly a lot scalier and a lot more sallow than you remember. But it is Alaram, sitting there on the dais, eyes glazed over, looking at this pattern twisting and swirling in front of them, but unmistakably. Your Druid Circle leader, your mentor, a number of years. Completely and utterly gone.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
I cannot fathom how much restraint it's taking for me right now not to drop a 4th level spell slot. But instead,
you do what you
she's
gotta
going
do.
to do the.
You do it.
She's not Snake Lyra, so she's going to do the responsible action, which is, whoever she last mental linked with. I think it was Lockie or Mira.
It was Lockie. It was Lockie.
Lockie, and so she's just gonna go to Lockie. She's like, "Get the others. I need you guys to try and sneak past this huge guy because I'm too big."
Okay, good.
So that's all in one turn, Lyra.
Pretend
Yep.
to keep walking to
Okay.
you know.
Nice. Yeah. So,
Like
so you come out.
corner.
You come out like a giant elk. You like sniff the air a bit, look at them. You freeze as you look at the one in the chair, which is a bit elk-like to just freeze like deer in the headlights, and then you turn and walk
True.
away. Absolutely. Can you make me a performance check with advantage, please? I just want to see how much she buys this.
I'm going to so this one at the back.
Yeah.
I'm just sort of gonna have like a, whew, like a audible like whew, okay, we've dodged the danger. Just to make
I'm giving
her
you advantage,
feel
Lyra.
reassured.
Oh, thank
I like
God.
Natural one.
Oh wow.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh,
Thank God for advantage.
oh
boy.
no.
What's the second roll? Okay,
14.
14.
14's good. Yeah, the Yuan-Ti,
better than
this
the one.
priestess, this Yuan-Ti priestess, seeing the elk sort of wander through, goes, maybe it wasn't one of them. Maybe it's some elk lost in here. But how would it get in? Did they breach one of the outer walls? She whispers to you.
Don't speak too much. We
Yes,
don't
that's right. That's right, you woman. Don't speak too much. Quiet.
No, I'm just gonna say. No, it's not that.
Jared,
I'm gonna say-
unbelievable. No,
You-
I'm kidding.
Not to mention my character's androgynous.
That's
I
true.
don't know what.
It's true. Yeah, you don't have a gender.
Whatever. I'm gonna sort of turn to her and say, "We must remain completely still." And I turn back and look and just stay, just try my best to stay still.
Mira, Yervith, Lockie. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I just got the message from Lyra, so I'm going to turn you over and be like, Yervith, I believe that your speciality is required at this stage. Lyra's asking us to sneak past and be a bit stealthy, but I think you need...
And then she also then elaborates and says the target is the person that is not under the effects of the spell that's standing behind.
Okay.
Jin.
We're getting a lot of words out for 6 seconds, but that's okay.
It's mental link, so technically she
You can-
speak really fast.
If you really want, you can probably tack on another round.
I'll think about it.
Okay. I believe we have
consider
a
it.
target. I think he's behind Jim. Not sure. But I believe that you're the best suited for this case, my friend.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna stealth my way into the room, I guess, and
Yeah.
do what I need to do. Bow out.
I will shuffle up behind him. I'm not showing myself around the corner just yet, but I'm staying close enough to be of assistance.
The
just
chat,
quickly-
and I quote, wants you to Leroy Jenkins this.
I'm going to press my body up against the wall as close and tight as I can, realizing that if I come around this corner, I'm completely exposed, even with my cloak. So the best I can do is just at least use some sort of cover or camouflage with the walls.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to make me a stealth check?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
Bonus
quickly,
action
I wanna
hide
do-
too.
We've had
Yep.
a lot of people come in, Owen. We've got
Yeah.
21. Do we want to do a really quick recap of what's happened? Because it looks really weird to see just a room full of people not doing anything.
That's true. Welcome to episode 52 of our Tyranny of Dragons
Here we go.
campaign. Buckle up. There's a fair bit of a journey we've been on to get here tonight. The short story is dragon cultists want to bring Tiamat into the world that we're currently in, Nostea, the homebrew world that I've created. People don't really want Tiamat in Nostea. She's a bit of a bad influence, and last time she and her betrayer god friends were active, it resulted in an event known as the Ruin, which almost killed everyone who lived on this world, so generally not really accepted. These guys have been working as hard as they can to act against the cult of the dragon, and they've recently come into this temple, a temple owned by a number of, I should say occupied by a number of Yuan-Ti, who have been working with the cult. Turns out the Yuan-Ti are actually a group of druids who have sacrificed their wild shape to take on snake-like forms. And Lyra, one of our player characters, was once a member of this druid circle. So at the moment, their plan is to try and capture one of the dragon cult leaders who is in the temple, Varum the White, a dwarven gentleman who has the white dragon mask and is currently possibly insane, passed out on an altar at the far end of the room. And that's where that's it. That's 52 episodes worth of content. You've just caught up. You're welcome. So yeah,
but the current situation,
we're trying to sneak into this
everyone
room.
is currently Everyone's currently under the hypnotic pattern spell, though, so they're all technically knocked out.
Yeah,
We're trying to
everyone
take them
is.
out systematically one by one.
That's what you meant by quick recap.
What I
I missed that hint. Just
what I want to
Also
do
hand signals.
Yeah.
is I want to try and like get a peek around the corner to see if there's like what the situation is for themselves.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know
just peek around the
exactly
corner.
what is going on.
There you go.
So I see. Amazing. So I see. All right. So I see Jin. I see this other woman.
The one behind me.
Is she behind you?
She's behind.
Yeah,
me.
she's behind and to the left of him. Oh, well, from your
Does
perspective,
she-
Yervith to the right.
Okay, but is she looking like at the doorway?
She's looking, in fear, but not towards
probably
the doorway
would.
you've just come from. The doorway that the elk just walked down. Our druid in
That's fair.
elk form, giant elk form, just walked down a corridor as a giant elk, which has provided a bit of a distraction. She's focused on where the elk has just left.
Okay, well, if there's, that's what I was going to ask, because
Yeah.
if she was like looking dead ahead at where I'm about to come out, I would try to make a distraction of some sort. But if she's already distracted, I'm just going to like take my chances and just try and like sneak into the room as best as I can.
Yeah. Well, you've rolled a stealth check, so 18.
Yep.
Thank you very much. You may stealth on into the room.
How far have I moved?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I will just use my action to dash then, which will give me 70.
No, you can absolutely dash.
So 15, 20. Man, I'm just gonna like hide in behind
The Yuan-Ti
Statue.
abomination. Oh, the statue.
no,
Yeah. You just like commando ninja roll past the Yuan-Ti,
Yeah.
like through its coils of long, sinuous, snake-like body, and duck behind one of the large serpentine statues. Yervith, you're in a good position here. You don't think you've been seen. There's no cries of alarm. Neither Jin nor this Yuan-Ti priestess seem to notice you, and the rest of them are just staring blankly up at this hypnotic pattern that is still active in the air. Not really responding, seemingly, under its spell. Lyra, you've done your thing. Yervith, you've done your thing. Lockie and Mira. Are you two gonna just chill out in the prison cells, or are you gonna finish your character creation in Skyrim and start the game?
Sneak matches everyone.
No,
'Cause you're
but I
starting a
really
prison.
like that part where you start on the coach, and the guy's like,
yeah.
"Oh, I see." I love that part.
I tell you what, quick aside, a really quick one, I promise. Obviously, with the VR headset, I wanted to play Skyrim VR. The first 30 seconds of the game where you have no control over your body and you are forced sideways in a coach in VR, fuck me, what were they thinking? It's like, do you want to give everyone motion sickness? Then this is how you do it. This is gold standard VR motion sickness. It's like they just ported the game.
What did you expect?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
It
it's like
just
they just
works,
ported the game
right?
without thinking about it. It's
Yeah.
like
It just
Fallout 4 VR. For the first 6 months, the guns didn't work.
No.
It's Fallout. It's Fallout.
You had to mod it to get it functional.
You had to mod
my-
the game to get the guns to work because the guns would
What?
appear like next to you and you couldn't reload them. Yeah.
That's
I'm not Todd
Also
Howard.
couldn't aim.
so silly.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Todd Howard!
And the scopes didn't work. That's right. The scopes didn't work.
Oh no.
You couldn't look through them. Sorry. Carry on. Just I'm over my rant. My salty rant's done. Let's get that off my chest.
I'll do that. Well, I don't think there's terribly much I can do. I mean, you can't really stealth in this junction.
Wait, the giant warforged made of metal wearing plate armor can't stealth? Really?
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, I think
Admittedly,
that's
though,
No.
maybe us stealth us.
It took all of my power to get you into this temple.
That's such a good point. You used all your spell
Yeah.
slots just to keep Lockie from making too much noise.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Pretty much.
that had not registered to me that's what you
Yeah.
built all your spell slots on
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
pass without trace for Lockie. That's hilarious.
Pretty much.
I'm a helpful neighborhood warforged.
Yeah.
What he will do though is he will get his metal hand and he will give it a bit of a polish, try and get some
Okay.
of the whitey blood off, and try and use it as a mirror around the corner.
Yeah, I will say that's allowed. Let me give you a little peekaroo at what's around the corner.
Thank you very much. That's a large snake man.
For podcast listeners,
That is a large snake man.
Lockie's popped out the door and 10 feet away is another Yuan-Ti abomination.
Fantastic. Okay, I will try not to be seen.
I have a question.
Yes?
Hypnotic pattern. It ends when the character is roused or
Yeah, so it needs to be shaked.
Yep.
So attacked, right? Or
Yes.
attacked.
Yes.
What
If it
about
gets
So-
attacked, it
spell?
also.
What about what?
spell? Like if I cast
If it takes any damage, I think.
Yeah.
A spell is a spell attack.
But
so,
if you cast suggestion, for example,
suggestion,
that's
Oh.
fine. Suggestion would work. It's not a spell.
Suggestion would work.
I don't think it would though, 'cause I think it's still in a stupor. I don't
So
think it can't be
does it have a
suggested if it's in a
condition with
stupor.
hypnotic pattern? Let's have a quick look.
Let's have a
Here
look.
we
Charm.
go.
Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
chuck
that's
it up.
charmed
I'll display it.
Can
There
you
you
charm
go, have a
someone
look at
while
it.
they are charmed?
Yeah, they're charmed.
Because they're already charmed. Yeah.
It's charmed, double charm. Ah,
Can you do that? I suspect you probably
do that?
can't.
I don't think-
that would be-
And the other thing you have to look at is if it fails, if it actually succeeds in the saving throw, does it just stay charmed by hypnotic pattern, or does it drop
Yes.
it? Like I don't know how it works.
I imagine it will, because it was
Yeah,
saving
yeah.
against that charm, not
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
I would say
So that's good.
that if you cast suggestion, the suggestion will take over the effect. If the suggestion fails, it maintains the charmed effect by the hypnotic pattern.
Oh,
Because basically what you're
suggestion
trying to
win-win.
do.
Suggestion
Yeah.
says if it can hear you. Or
Yeah, it can hear
see.
exactly. That's exactly right. I just read the spell thing. It doesn't. So hypnotic pattern. It doesn't say they're. It just says they are charmed, and they're incapacitated. If they're incapacitated, they can still hear. It just means they can't take actions or reactions. Suggestion. It just says if they can hear you, you can magically influence a creature that you can see within range and that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed during use effect. Well, we know it can be charmed. It's charmed right now. Yeah, I would say. Absolutely, you can try and replace the charm effect of the hypnotic
will
pattern with the charm
say-
effect of suggestion.
One thing, you will lose your other suggestion because it's concentration.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that is true.
So you just sort of weigh it, I guess.
That's a good point. Yeah, no,
It's hard to
absolutely.
say what's gonna
I
happen
would
with those other
I
two.
would argue that you can replace the charm effect that it's currently under with suggestion because that is a new effect that you're putting it under. It's a new charm you're trying to put it under.
But the other one will go away, the one that's gone off to the north.
I was trying to think about it. There's actually no reason that it would lose the hypnotic pattern if it passes the save. Because all it's doing is resisting another charm, but it's already charmed.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's going to undo the charm effect it's already under. It's not like your magic is breaking that magic. So I'm probably going to be wrong about this, but I'm going to argue that it would not break the hypnotic pattern. Because the hypnotic pattern says specifically, the creature is incapacitated to zero. It ends if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. Not if it has a spell cast against it, not if it makes another save. So I would argue that it doesn't lose the hypnotic pattern. Rules as written, I would say it doesn't. It would indicate that it doesn't lose that.
Okay.
Because you can cast multiple spells against multiple creatures and it doesn't undo the previous spell. Like you can do grapple and suggestion.
Yeah.
And they don't lose the grapple because they've got a new spell against it. Like entangle, sorry, not grapple, entangle.
Oh.
It's my rules. I'm the DM. I'm saying that's how it goes. You'd
Except
be
that-
fucking grateful. Yeah?
It's a tough one.
Except that, what's wrong, Claire?
I don't have any spell slots in second level.
Oh, then why did we have that discussion?
No.
It's good to know for the future.
Claire, for wasting my time, I am going to punish you somehow. I would like you to roll for me a d4.
Oh no.
Oh,
Psychic
No.
damage.
All those psychic damage jokes are coming home to roost.
I've taken so much damage.
Two.
Two.
Claire, I'm going to tell you what that does at some point in the next 30 minutes.
Okay.
Before the end of the session, I'm going to tell you what that effect is.
Oh my god. Okay. That's fair. I feel bad. Alright, ignore me.
Because
I'll be
I
laughing.
want you to spend the next 30 minutes in fear, wondering. Because you wasted my time. No, I'm kidding. All right,
Jennifer,
what are you guys going
did
to do?
help when you did the bonus action conversion?
I could do that. You know what?
Nice save
Because
there, Ellie.
You already?
I do. I
No,
have
she
to use-
regained a sorcery point.
I regained a sorcery point.
How many sorcery points do you have? Could you convert that into a second level spell slot?
I could actually. I could do that. Let's do
I will
that.
tell you right now, if you do that, I will take away the mystery effect because you haven't wasted my time as a result.
I'm gonna do that. I'm really interested to see if this works. Yeah. So she can cast suggestion on old mate. Yeah.
Absolutely. And what is your suggestion?
I suggest you go and help your friends to the north of the temple.
14. What's your spell save DC?
That's not enough. My spell DC is 16.
16! Yes, very nice. When you were shaking your head, I was a bit worried about you. Mira, as you step out and cast this suggestion spell, the Yuan-Ti looks and goes,
I should go and help my colleagues to the north.
It walks through. It sees Lyra. Can't get past Lyra.
Get out of my way, elk.
Tries to
Lyra
push.
lets him pass. She like lets him pass. She is squishing herself against the wall.
Okay, as you squish yourself against the wall, the Yuan-Ti tries to like shove you. As you squish up against the wall, it just shoots past you at high speed and continues slithering along and disappears around the corner.
Wow.
What round are we up to, by the way, for Hypnotic Pattern, Owen?
We're up to round 6.
6.
So this when we get back to your turn, Illyrian, that will be round 7. Mira, very nicely done. Lockie, and Mira, as you step in, the Yuan-Ti Pureblood, the female priestess, looks at you and goes to Illyrian, says to Illyrian,
Is that one of them? But she has a draconic form. She must be one of our allies.
I sort of turn to her and just gesture for her to stay still.
She sort of like freezes and goes,
But I don't understand.
stay still. She does believe that you are there to help her at this point.
I'm gonna actually say. So how's the turn order sort of work now? Because it sort of befuddled me.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought
So
we were
what
at
I've been-
like 4 or 5 turns, not 7.
No. So we're at 6, but when you have your next turn, that'll be 7.
Right.
So we're just
So we'll be
finishing
doing
up
like
with...
a sort of loose sort of turn order.
I've been grouping together you guys, but keeping it so like every 6 seconds or so, when you've done something that's about 6 seconds long, when each person's completed that, it's a turn. So Lyra
Right,
coming in as the elk, then moving off, Lockie coming in, Yervith coming into the room, then Mira casting her spells, you sort of setting this whole up. Has been that was 2 turns setting, getting it all set up and messaging and everything back and forth. So it is. We are now back to your turn, Jin, and this is now turn 7. So like when you finish, we're at turn 7. Like that'll be 7 turns it's been active. So it is the 7th turn now. We're beginning the turn when it hits 7. If that makes any sense.
We've got to.
So you've still got 4 left. You've got 4
time.
turns left. I'll tell you when it's 3 turns left, which is the end of your turn.
I'm going to gesture and say, we need to move forward. We need to see if that Dragonborn is friend or foe. Move with me and move as sure as you can be. Be careful. I'm going to move forward.
Okay, yes, of course.
Yeah, she'll move with you.
So we'll go to like 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll go here at 30, and she might be like here or something.
Yeah. She moves up next to you. Yeah, as you pause there. She's right behind you.
Perfect.
So is she the only one that saved, or is there another one?
Yep.
No,
She's the only one that saved. The other one got sent away.
So I'm going to. That's my movement.
Actually, at this point, she would look at you and say,
If there are enemies, shouldn't we try to get the queen out through the secret passage?
Secret passage!
"Secret passage."
I'll sort of go. Let's just wait for now. We need to quickly see if this Dragonborn is actually on our side. I have an inkling she may be.
Yes, of course. Would you like me to go and call her in? She seems to have ducked behind a door.
Yes, call her in.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As she passes Yervith, she doesn't seem to notice him and continues walking. She gets to hear.
Dragonborn, are you with the cult? Dragonborn.
She whispers. Illyrian, you still have action bonus action if you want to take it.
So I'm going to
Fairly picture. Do it.
need to kill her quickly.
Oh god. Okay.
So her turn, is that her turn done now?
Yeah, that's her turn done. She used an action
So
dash.
we have all of us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I just sort of shout, Get her, boys!
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Looks like snakes back on the menu.
I rolled in that one. But,
25 will
6
hit.
force damage
6
hits.
damage.
Oh.
Yep.
Smacks her in the
Betrayal!
As you get her. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yervith, Lockie, Mira, Lyra, just go nuts. I know what you're gonna do. Just fucking wail on her. Let's go. I'm not gonna keep you to initiative order. Just fucking go for it. You've all got a turn before she gets things. There's no way you won't kill her in this time. Just roll me some damages. Let's see.
The sword is coming back out.
I
Yeah.
feel a little bad
I
for
feel
her.
a little bad.
17, 23 is gonna hit. 12's 12 damage for the shocking grasp.
+6.
6 damage. 10 bludgeoning damage. Mira, how do you want to do this? That's it. You've got her. She's dead.
I just. Oh gosh, how would I do this?
This is just like
I
this
think
is
it's
literally
like-
this is like taking someone into an alley and like shivving them. Like having
Yeah.
6 people going.
This is the definition of ganking.
This is
someone.
Yervith's preferred way
This
of
is-
dealing
This
with
is
his
how
enemies.
Yervith does
You guys
it.
have just absolutely gangbanged this poor priestess.
Oh!
No, not like that. Like gangbangers, like the. Like, oh god, that's I'm coming back from that. You have like prison shivved. It's like the scene one,
Oh, man.
season 1 of JoJo's. Yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah. Good shout out for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Love it.
Oh my god, I just immolate
do
the
feel,
situation. That's what I
Jin
do.
doesn't really care too much, but Jared is like, ugh, feel sorry
Yeah.
for this
Yeah.
poor fool.
I mean,
they trusted me so explicitly.
as you
Yeah.
shoot her in the back, she like stumbles forwards. Lockie stabs her. No, Lockie shocking grasps her. Her like face falls into his hand as he shocking grasps her. Lyra just runs down, charges through, smashing into her, and as her broken body flies backwards into the center of the room, Mira just sets her on fire. Like pain screams and the smell of burning flesh and smoke begin to fill the room. So I hope you're proud of yourselves. Yeah,
We
so
will
you've
never
got,
speak of this again.
you've got 3
Get
turns.
heroes,
We're
right,
half-
guys?
We're going to do this again, though.
This is very Roman of us, just like assassinating the emperor, just like stab.
So I've just done the math. You've got 3 turns left. There are 3 UNT here who are not wearing the robes of the dragon priests, or are like Lyra's old druidic mentor. Would you just like to roll for me 3 rounds as you murder these people one at a time?
So,
you just want to roll 3
what I'm
rounds of
going to
damage
do, though,
for me,
quickly,
because that's what you're gonna do, right? Yeah,
Owen,
yeah.
I'm going to get. I imagine when that UNC went in that room and died, or so I would have got my manacles
Yeah.
back. I'm going to come
yes.
up here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to until the last turn.
Yep.
I will participate in the murdering.
Yep.
But I will gesture for. We want to keep these 2 alive, probably up here. I'll
Yep.
gesture for Yervith to restrain our good old friend Varum, sorry.
Baron?
And then I'll get manacles, and I'm going to manacle this girl here. But this is the last turn.
Yes.
So I guess let's do 2 rounds where we smash
Murder.
everyone. And then I'll get me and Yervith to do... So a rope.
Oh,
I only have...
fucking hell.
How many manacles have I got, actually?
You've got 1 set of manacles, don't you? Or you must... Maybe you've got
Hold
2
on.
for hands and feet.
No, I bought 2.
You got 2. Do you want to just
So
manacle both
we'll
of them?
probably... I'm actually going to manacle her hands and feet, because she seems a lot more of a threat than Varum, who's
Yep.
quivering. But we will use rope to still tie him up hands and feet. But I'm going to use manacles twice on her for hands and feet to really pin her down. And I'm going to take
Okay.
away her Druidic focuses and all that too.
Oh, so you're gonna start stripping jewelry off her.
That's actually great.
Yeah.
That is a good
Okay.
idea.
Alrighty.
But two turns,
Oh.
I will participate in the murdering.
There's some interesting comments I've just seen in our Roll20 chat. My favorite one is Mira saying we need to rethink our alignments. Yes, there will be some
Hey,
talks
look,
about your alignments at the end of this.
I'm
This is
chaotic.
fairly
I'm
cold-blooded.
chaotic good. I'm chaotic good. I'm playing to my alignment. Like I'm
Yeah.
rough as guts. I get the job done, but I'm doing it for the good of the planet or the world.
Yervith's sad non-murdering noises. They're not non-murdering
Yeah.
noises. They're murdering
Oh, I
noises.
mean, like he has to spend 1 round manacling up someone. So he's like,
Oh,
"Oh,
right.
I mean, that's sad.
And then the other one
he's
is
just like what?
Lyra would love to charge /ram the queen before she wakes up. Do you want to do that, Lyra?
I'd rather not.
Let me know now. No influence.
I would gesture.
No,
I would gesture
she
for the
would
elf
wait
to-
for the others to do their
Okay.
thing because she has fucked up their plans so many times already.
So here's what I need. So I'm assuming the Malison's going to be the first one, the male. Would you like to? Someone's chat's like, I'd like to roll an insight check on Jin. I mean, insight check. That's correct. That is how you say it. Do you guys want to roll me damage against the Yuan-Ti Malison, please?
Okay.
And actually, out of interest, if they're no, you don't get advantage or anything like that. Please. I've just had to think, if one of you uses your action to gently lower them to the floor, does that technically mean you have advantage because they're prone?
Oh!
And then I can use the Hooves attack, guys. Hooves is
Sorry, just...
my attack's not actually
4d8 against
my
a
attack-
prone.
Yeah, my attack's not actually that nasty, so yeah, I might do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Lucky.
wait. I'm gonna wait to see the damage she does first, because if she
Yeah.
does really good damage, then I'll just go and blast one of these ones.
Oh, Mira, Jesus Christ. Yep.
Wow.
So Lyra just gores him with the horns. As she does so, he wakes up and goes, what is going on? And then Mira sets him on fire.
Yeah.
Can I
I'm
attack?
lawful neutral.
Yervith, you can attack. Go nuts, man.
Yay.
Bow, sword. This is 15's gonna hit. If any dungeon masters out there, do not let your players take hypnotic pattern, especially if you're rolling badly that night. It's a combat ending
Oh,
situation. Oh fuck you,
max damage.
Yervith. 15 to hit. 11 and 12 is maximum
I also
damage.
forgot to roll my charge.
Yervith, how do you want to do this?
Oh man. As he comes out of the soup, he's like, "What's going on?" I just put my mouth on his, and I'm just going.
Oh!
Wow.
Jesus. For podcast listeners, Yervith cuts his throat using a serrated blade. That's where we're at tonight, while he's got his mouth covered. Cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've covered his mouth and just.
Yeah.
Slit
Okay. That's
Like,
round
real
one
quick.
of you attacking these people. Jin, you haven't taken your turn. Did you want to use your
No.
turn, or did you want to manacle?
Well, he's already dead. I'm going to come up over here. I don't want to manacle her until the last turn,
Why?
because I don't want her to wake up just yet.
But she won't wake
Oh,
up
wait.
if she's manacled. Why would she wake
That's
up?
the
That's
point.
not.
I wouldn't. I'm not rousing her.
No.
Cool. I'll manacle her. I'll
You're just
manacle her
locking on
her
manacles.
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
manacle her. Do you want to make me?
How many?
Oh, yeah.
Well, how many actions would it be to manacle her twice?
To manacle, it would probably be 2 actions. Let me just double check. Let me
Yeah,
roll up
unless
manacles.
you're a rogue and you could use that ability.
Um,
I'm just having a.
each set of manacles
Yeah,
comes with 1 key. Without the key, a creature can only pick the lock. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can.
I have the key.
Yeah, you
I can
lock
just
'em on.
manacle her.
It's an action.
I don't even think I need to do that. Yeah, cool. That will be my action then. I'll just manacle,
Manacle her
her
hands.
arms.
Yeah, cool.
I will
Who
use my
hasn't had a
free
turn?
action-
No, that's
interaction,
everyone's had a
though.
turn.
I'm going to use
Oh, no,
my free
Lockie.
interaction just to like.
Yep. Just take off
actually
her
the
focuses
bonus
and things
action
like that.
and interaction. All
Yeah.
her like focuses, anything that could like be magic, weapons, anything she has. Like,
Yeah.
I'm taking her clothing off,
No.
but like anything that like is just going to be potentially
Yeah, Jin.
harming to us.
Around her neck is an emerald with a snake scale embedded in the center, and you just remove that and chuck it aside, and there's a feeling, a pulse from it as you take it off that
Okay.
definitely indicates some sort of magic. She
I'll
also
just
has a
keep it-
dagger in her belt coated in some green, foul-smelling liquid.
Yeah, I'll keep it in my
hidden
backpack for
away.
now, and I'll just put it
Mm.
all in my backpack, and then
you
just sort
wanna-
of.
Do you want to also make me an investigation check really quickly to see what else you find on her, seeing as you're going through
Okay.
taking things?
Well,
Let's see if you find some secret
Can
things.
The 6
Six.
explains
Nah,
it. It's
that's
going to
what you
be
find.
pretty quick. Yeah,
Lockie,
that'd
your
be-
turn.
Like we can look at that later.
Can I find our slightly mad friend that we were looking for?
Dharam, the dwarf, is rolling
He's
around
right
on the
next to
floor,
me.
muttering to himself right in front of Jin.
Yeah,
The
he
bearded
is.
gentleman there, yeah.
He's also with the
Hypnotic.
thing.
Yeah, he looks
okay.
dazed, confused, and a little bit insane.
All right. I might just scoop him up.
Just pick him up.
Grabbing
Yeah, just pick him up. He doesn't make any move. He just sort of rolls around, and you hear muttering in your ear, Lockie.
If you have Oh, sorry. I was just
There you
going
go.
to say, if you got rope, maybe tie him up as well, just in case.
Yeah, I
because I
was
don't know what he's
thinking
going to
that.
do.
Yeah, I will.
Perfect. Perfect.
It's gonna be maybe a little bit tricky because he might thrash a little bit, but
Yeah, exactly.
I'll,
Oh, he's not moving
I-
around too much. He's mostly
No.
dazed. Yeah. Do you want to make me a sleight of hand check, Lockie?
Okay, I'll just sort of like I won't like hold time or anything, but I'll like sort of like arms on his chest, just to kind of like move around, and then just around his ankles or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And then I'll because I'm strong, so I'll keep him. I'll hold him up with me.
Strong as what? Sorry, Lockie.
Strong as fuck.
As what? Sorry, Lockie. Well, I couldn't. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Sorry, what was that? Strong as?
I'm strong as fuck.
Yes,
I'm
you are strong
as
as fuck. That's right. You fucking own it. Own it, man. Yeah. So you time up. Slide a hand check, please, Lockie.
All right.
And actually, on that note,
Yeah.
while we're talking about it, now that Mira's seen people tying people up, she's like, I can't do this, and she's going to tie up one of those 1T because she cannot kill someone again like that. Yeah.
Slide a hand check, please, Mira.
Yeah. Even though she's right in their face, she's going to get hit. That's fine. She can't
17,
do it.
Lockie. Very
Well,
nice.
that's a good sleight of hand.
17 as well.
17, Mira.
Hey!
Yeah. I mean, you guys are not well practiced at tying people up, but I mean, something about this situation for Lockie, I think it's like you access a part of the database that shows you some knots. Whereas Mira, for you, it's a feeling of horror at what you've done, this sort of haunted look, and you're just so focused on tying the knot because you don't want to think about anything else right now. Yervith says from the corner, Matt, do you want to repeat that?
Oh, so we're tying people up now, huh? Standing in the middle of a room just covered in blood, like, okay. Oh, I see we all care suddenly about the 1T. Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
It's pretty funny because I only really sanctioned the death of this one. I didn't actually participate in that death. You guys all just wailed on that one.
Yeah, I know.
They got a taste like Furbies. They ate a bit of food after dark, and they just went rabid.
I probably was expecting it to happen, but like seeing it unfold as I like manacling this one, I probably will look a little bit wide-eyed. But for the most part, kind of good. Like I probably was thinking this anyway. For the greater good, I'm gonna mutter that to
Hey, they
myself.
killed all my friends, so you know what? It's cool.
Yeah.
My question is,
the greater good.
I've heard people say that before, Jared. So I don't think that's what you want to be known for saying. Is that what you want as your t-shirt logo, the greater good?
I know what that is.
I think I'm going to make a note of that. I think yours is going to be the greater good.
Oh no.
My question is, there's one left who's not tied up or has not been brutally murdered by you guys. How do you want to do this?
Look, I just sort of, I'm going to manacle this girl again with her legs. I'm going to say to Lockie, can you find, they talked about a secret door. Can you find the secret door? It could be maybe at the back corner here or the other corner here. Yervith, could you come over here and tie this last one up? Probably don't need to kill her now that we've,
That's not really.
tying them up.
Oh, fine then. All right.
Yes.
The queen
Lyra.
is manacled twice now, but still asleep. I sort of look at Lyra and I say, just quickly, I sort of see Lyra sort of sitting there just staring. I'm like, you'll have your time with her. I guarantee it. Let's manacle her, then get her out of this room. Then you will have all the time in the world to talk to her.
All right. I will go tie up.
And then Yervith, I'm pointing to this one here that hasn't been tied up.
Sure.
I do want to do a little look around for the
investigation check, Lockie. And Yervith, could you please roll me a sleight of hand check to tie up the last
yes.
I mean, hey, when these guys wake up, they're gonna have no fucking idea what happened. Just half the group is missing. Like their queen's gone, the dwarf's gone. Like the rest of them, like, oh, there's a disturbance to the north. What happened to the queen? It's like, we were just woke up tied up, and 2 of us were brutally murdered. How did this happen? 14 for Yervith, very nice. And 10 investigation, Lockie.
Can I help?
You can help.
Lockie?
I did see you raise your hand before Lockie rolled it. I will allow it. 12, Lockie. We'll take you 14. As you begin sort of looking through, Lockie, which section are you looking at, north or south?
I'm going to go and I'll go to look at the north.
Yeah. As you have a look along the walls here, no hidden passageways, no levers, no buttons, nothing obvious that you can make out on the northern wall there, on this corner of the room here behind the throne.
Not that I can see, Jin, unfortunately.
They did speak of a secret door or entrance.
gonna be
or
around-
escape. So let's have a quick look around. Once we find it, we need to drag all of these ones into that corridor, and then I
Okay.
will minor illusion a wall or door that they can't open.
That sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna go check the south wall.
Actually, while we're waiting, Mira is going to stand out the front here, in front of everyone.
Yep.
She's going to just place her hand on the amulet, and as she raises her hands, like 2 giant walls of flame come up, and she holds them for a minute, closes her eyes, and then poof, just this wall of fire will cover that whole side, projecting outwards, so that everyone does come down here. They won't be able to get through.
Also over here,
Just...
or like here.
Yeah, there.
Nice.
On the bodies, so they don't know.
Oh, my crimes of fire. Yeah, that's my logo.
What level spell is this, Mira?
This is a high level spell. This is level 4.
Nice.
Wall of fire.
My question to you is, given Mira's current mental state, does your amulet activate?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking oh, fuck yeah, go. I would like you to roll me
Yeah.
a D. Let me pull up my table. Tis a D100.
9.
Ooh.
9, okay.
So they're really good or really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I've randomized it. It's not in order.
That's right. You have to. You
So I put it into Excel and then I hit randomize because I don't want you guys to know what numbers mean. Okay.
That's like Loki's whole thing. What do numbers?
Okay. Mira, you watch as the bodies are consumed by the flames. The ashes of the corpses begin to rise and take on these almost zombie-like forms made of ash, which begin to walk towards the wall of fire and stay inside of its range, seemingly acting as silent sentry guardians. In the middle of the fire, these ash-like guardians, bits of them breaking off and then reattaching. This very sort of strange effect, but yeah, completely made of ash, as they stand there in the fire.
Yeah, that's pretty baller.
That's
awesome.
cool.
Yeah. She just smiles, just holding up just feeling the power, just eyes closed, just.
Yeah, the effect was your
that's
most recently
baller.
slain enemies come back as if with not with resurrection, as if with raise undead. And I thought, yeah, well, let's do this then. This is better.
That's perfect.
Good description of it. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
As I'm gonna take us out of initiative because these guys are tied up. Unless there's anything else you wanted to do. Lockie, did you roll another investigation for the next door?
Trying to find a door.
I did. I rolled a 9.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you don't find shit. As you begin searching along.
Yeah.
As a giant elk, Lyra? Yeah, you can do an investigation check as a giant elk. I would actually say you can do investigation or survival because you can start to use your elk senses to sniff out where you want to be.
Good job. I'll say Loki's gotten distracted by
The
the
zombies. The ash zombies.
Possibly,
Nice.
but
83.
actually, I was thinking more of the structure of the room. So he was
You got
starting,
caught
he
up
was
in the
starting to look
architecture.
for
Yeah.
the architecture. He was starting to look for the secret passage, but got lost in the architecture looking for weak points.
Oh, this is actually quite well made. Wow, look at these etchings.
Stonework is very well
Wow.
done. I can see they used an isosceles triangle for this particular thing here. I can see that.
And I believe that they've underdone the archway there. That keystone is very easily to
These
bring.
statues are just absolutely marvelous.
I find them aesthetically very pleasing.
They really capture the feel of getting killed by a snake.
Lyra, you can smell a number of scents, mostly sort of around the main dais in the central room, but there does seem to be the smell of fresh air coming from behind this statue. And as you begin snuffling around the behind the statue, you can actually see that almost flush with the doorway, almost flush with the wall, is a very thin hidden doorway. And there is a very small gap where air is coming through, and you can smell fresh air from beyond this door.
A squeed.
A squeed. What does that sound like, Claire? A squeed. It's I could barely hear that. The same thing that happened to Michael's happening to you. Can I get? Sorry, can I take it? Thank you. I'm sorry. I only bully Michael.
That's a lie.
So does life. Is that what you said?
That's a lie, is what I
Oh,
said.
I thought he said so does life, and I was like, wow.
Wow.
Okay. Jesus. That sounds like a fun existence. Oh yeah, the life bullies, Michael. Oh my god. No, it is a lie. I bully everyone. Yeah. So the smell of fresh air is coming from beyond, and you can see the thin outline of a door. But how to open this door, you're not 100% sure.
Still got to link up with Lockie. She tells Lockie that, like, hey, there's air coming through here. It's behind the statue. We just need to try and figure out how to open the door.
Oh, I see. Well spotted.
Would you like to roll your investigation check again, Lockie, with new
Sure.
information from?
I will roll my investigation check again.
Could I also
22.
use-
22.
Oh, yes.
Thank
What
you,
was that,
Lyra.
sorry, Jin?
I was just gonna say, can I use a sleight of hand to still pat her down and like see if there's any hidden things at all?
Yeah, I'd say investigation. Yeah, I'd say investigation or sleight of hand. I'd allow either.
I'll go sleight of hand. Nice.
21.
But do Lockie
yeah.
first though.
Yeah, easy peasy. I'll tell you what I'll do is, do you want to keep what you found on her secret? Maybe.
For now.
I'd probably more just be like anything I find, just chucking in that bag.
Yeah,
But
okay,
sure,
cool.
like,
You're just
let's
grabbing
see
stuff,
what I
throwing it in the
find,
bag of
man.
holding, not knowing what it is, but yeah, we'll get to what it is when you open the bag of holding and check it out.
Yep.
Yeah, Lockie, now with the information of where you are supposed to look, you can easily see where the statue moves, and beyond the wall here, there is a secret passage that leads to a series of stairs that seem to lead up, because you are currently underground.
Does it look like I could shift this statue out of the way, or is it?
Oh yeah, as you press the button, the statue moves aside. I can't move it on the map, unfortunately, but the statue moves
Nice.
aside, clearing the pathway, which is 10 feet wide.
That's very nice. Look at those
Candies.
They've
very
well oiled
nice.
this machinery.
Very
I can see
nice.
where they've not skimped on the oil.
They have not. And also, the fact that we've got them perfectly parallel means it shifts very easily.
As you do that,
Ah.
all of the hypnotic pattern begins to fizzle and fade, and you
I
start to
think-
hear them rousing this.
I'm going to sort of okay,
Okay.
guys, let's get them in the passageway now.
All right, I'm going to go back and hoist up the mate that I tied up.
Varum? Yep,
So
so you've
they're
got
all-
Varum, who is carrying Alaram.
Lyra
I'll probably,
would, except she can't fit through the door.
I'll probably just grab her. She's manacled up on hands and
Yep.
legs. She's not really going anywhere.
Yeah.
I'll grab the one T that I tied up.
Do you want
Are we
to?
bringing that?
Yeah.
Before I do that, though, do I have time to look at that dice at all?
Oh yeah. You can rush over and have a quick. You had time while they were mucking around with the statue. Do
Yeah, I
you
was
want a
gonna
perception
say.
or investigation check?
Oh, well, if that's gonna, I'll do a help action too then, because I'm right there and noticing
you were
Yervith
patting
sort of
down
poking
and
around.
going through the things. I reckon.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I
No,
think
that's fair.
you were patting it down. Oh
No,
yeah,
that's a good
I'm
point.
so sorry, man. Natural 1 for a total of 10. Yeah, as you're going through and looking, the dais and the chair seem to be old, much older than the UNT, probably from the time of Diderus. As you begin looking over it, one thing that does stand out to you is that there is lots of text etched into it, and there is a small leather-bound journal sitting next to the armchair of the dice. It looks like it had recently been entered in. There is a quill and ink nearby as well,
take
as if
I'm
whoever had
gonna
been
swipe
sitting
that.
there. Yeah, you just grab it.
Yeah,
Swipe that.
swipe it.
Yep.
Add Druidic Journal to your inventory, please. Yeah,
Good work.
we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that when you
Very
read
nice.
Nice.
it. Although I'm going to give you a spoiler. As you open it and have a quick flick through, it is all in Druidic.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
Good, we've got a druid.
Yeah. But yeah, the passageway's open. You can hear the UNT beginning to sort of awaken Varum, sort of going, "Ah, I need a mask. Starting to like become a bit more, shall we say, difficult to manage
Manic.
as he begins like shaking and ruffling around. But the rest are just sort of coming to consciousness as the hypnotic pattern begins to fade. So Lockie's got Varum. Lockie, you're heading into the tunnel with Varum.
Yep.
We'll move you into the
That's
tunnel so we
balanced.
know. So you're good. Lyra, Elk. The ceiling of this tunnel is
Yeah.
probably a little bit too low for your elk form. I think it's only
Yeah, she drops.
5 feet.
That's
Yeah, I'll bring you back
Yeah.
and we'll bring you back onto the map. Where did I put your token? I hid it somewhere here.
It's in the well room.
That's right. Lyra, as you begin turning back, the scales on your shoulder have shrunk. Patch is
nice.
now much smaller.
Ooh.
Nice.
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 The elk cleanses.
The elk.
Yeah, sure. The elk cleanses. That's what we're going to call this episode. The elk cleanses. Cleansing elk.
Nice.
It sounds like some
The
Scandinavian
elk
shampoo.
cleanse is the latest diet trend.
Is that
No,
going
do you know what it
is that
sounds
going on-
like?
Yeah.
It sounds like a
T-shirt.
Gwyneth Paltrow candle scent.
Oh,
Oh.
Wow.
hey guys, we're goop.
That's a very
Yeah,
PG-13
line of,
candle name.
products.
for their
It is a very
product, so-
PG-13 can. So
is.
my question is, who is carrying the UNT priestess / druid mentor for Lyra?
I can
I'm
happily drag her behind her.
pretty close to her though, so and I'm manacled her both. I'll probably just drag into the passageway.
Yeah, you begin
Or
dragging
sort of
her.
I'm saying to Lyra, you have your time.
I would say it's going to be fairly difficult. Does someone want to help Jin with this? If someone's on her legs and Jin's got her wrists, it's going to be a lot easier. Just so that, because I mean, human bodies are heavy and strength's not your strong suit. Mira, you can help. Okay, cool. As long as there's two of you, you can carry her between the two of you. That's not a problem at all.
You can just jettison us
Yep.
into the passageway.
Alrighty. I'll move you guys into the passageway, and with that, we will move off the map and into Theatre of the Mind. So I'll bring us back to the webcams
Is there a way,
overlay.
just quickly, is there a
Yeah.
way to like shut the door?
There's a button on the other side. You just press it, the door slides shut, the statue moves back into position.
Can I destroy the button?
Oh, how?
I'm actually better off destroying the mechanism. I do.
Oh, she just starts bashing the wall. Like, what?
The railing underneath. Can you melt it?
Oh, yes. I can melt that. I will melt the thing.
Yeah. Just firebolt into the wooden railing.
Even shape water and freeze it.
Yes. So as you sort of like put the priestess down for a second, leaving Jin to carry her for a few moments by himself, Mira, you drop back and Lyra begins tipping out this decanter of endless water as the statue slides back into place before you freeze it. With a crack, the statue is pushed up. Can I get one of you to roll me just a spell check? So basically a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier. I just want to know how powerful it is. Yeah, Mira, do you want to do it? Because Lyra's doing the decanter of endless water. I just want to know how damaged this mechanism is. 15,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
There is a crack
Nice.
and this grinding of stone on stone. The door is shut, and as you press the button again, nothing seems to happen. Yeah, I'll bring us all back to Theatre of the Mind.
Do we bring in the other UNT, by the way?
No, you guys didn't describe bringing them in. Would you like to have brought them with you?
I think I would have, just in case they blabbered.
But
Yeah, I definitely would have. I was going to carry the one that I had tied up anyway. So
My question is, just in the interests of making your life a little bit easier, because I'm a nice DM, what would they blabber?
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we need them.
It's just that
Yeah, we just.
the only thing they're not though anymore. If they stay in the big hallway and they do find, and other people find a way around the wall of fire, they can say we went down the secret passage. If they're not there at all to give any intel, then
They were
they're just
unconscious
gonna
for that.
be
They
completely-
were
I'll tell you right now, you still had a full turn left. By the time you get into the tunnel,
That's
they're
good
only
point.
just waking up. They've not
Okay.
seen you. I'll be nice
Alright, we
DM
can
and tell
leave
you right
them
now,
behind.
Yeah.
they did not see you.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if Owen can disagree with this, but I think from what it seems like is they were hiding out. They heard of something weird going on, and all of a sudden they saw lights. They came to. There's a giant wall of fire in front of them. Some of their mates are gone.
That's it.
their
They're all
queen
tied
is
up
gone.
still.
Yeah.
Like eggs.
And we still restrain them as well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least. So that's good.
Mm.
All right, we can close it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in case, I'll put a minor illusion of a wall just there, just in case they do somehow figure it out.
Okay.
It only lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As you
Just to
guys
cover it.
begin moving down the tunnel, Varum and Alaram begin awakening. Varum sort of tossing and turning on your shoulder, Lockie, going, Where's my mask? I need my mask. What are all these creatures around me? What is going on?
I'll
I
get
need
you
my
your mask.
I need my
Don't you
mask.
worry.
Oh, you say I'll get you a mask?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you say that, he begins crying. He's like, yes, I need my mask. Punished without my mask. My mask.
Don't you worry.
Need my
I'll
mask.
find you a very nice mask.
Yeah, absolutely. he seems to be feeling really reassured by that as he sort of the rocking stops and he just begins repeating under his breath, mask, back, mask, well, mask, 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 just on repeat. These sort of like random repetitions of the word mask, well, and punishment.
Ooh.
Alaram is a slightly different story. As Alaram begins shaking awake, the first face she sees would probably be Mira, because Yervith's holding her hands by the manacles and Mira's holding her legs. As she awakens, she sort of like, comes to her and goes,
What is... Who are you? Why am I manacled? What is going on here? Put me down at once.
and then she goes to try and like cast a spell, but it is somatic. So as she tries to move her hands and they're chinking against the manacles, she's unable to affect the spell.
Also,
now.
even if she could, I took all her Druidic focuses off her.
Yeah. Oh, exactly right.
Like,
Yeah, 100%.
all the spell stuff that I could find. So even if it was just verbal, it still hopefully wouldn't go off.
Yeah. And she can't do suggestion, which is material as well, which is the other one she wanted to do. Fuck. She begins sort of rattling the manacles, looking, going,
Are you with the Order? What is this betrayal? We agreed to help you.
Oh, I'm not with the Order.
You can say we're from the gems.
oh my god. Yeah. Is that what you say to her, Lyra? She looks
and
like...
instantly regrets it.
Who is this lame person with you?
Nope.
Yeah, as she's like trying to like peek around, she goes,
Lyra, is that your voice I hear?
You remember me after all these years. I'm touched.
We searched so hard for you, Lyra. Where have you been? And to keep yourself so preserved these long years, you must tell me your secret, my darling.
Oh yeah, as if it wasn't you that stuck me in that godforsaken gem.
A gem? Interesting. No, Lyra, I would never lie to you. I had nothing to do with your imprisonment. Would it be fair to say?
Do
You
you
could
want
call
me?
it time travel.
Would you like me to gag her, Lyra?
Yes, please.
Okay.
No, you need to hear what I have to say.
as you stuff her. Yeah. Yeah, you shove a bit of gag in her mouth, and all you can hear is as she tries to talk and begins rattling the chains even harder.
As this is happening,
Yep.
I'm going to literally hand Elarian the Queen's hands, and
Yep.
I'm going to scout ahead through the tunnel.
Yeah, absolutely. Yervith, as you begin sort of scouting ahead, the passageway leads into the dark. This area you're in now has no torchlight, no lights. It seems like this is a passageway not frequently used.
Perfect.
And as you begin scouting ahead, using your keen wood elf senses, very soon you can pick up the smell of fresh air, the smell of leaves in the jungle coming through. And as you get to the end of the corridor, you can see a thin line of light in the shape of a rectangle, the outline of a door, where light is shining in. And a button
door
illuminated on
above
the wall.
or door in front?
In front.
Oh, okay, cool. I am going to test to see if the door is open or locked.
As you push against the door, it doesn't move, but there is a button on the wall next to you.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will just,
Yep.
click the button.
With a grating of stone, the door begins lowering into the floor, revealing lush jungle. It seems that this passageway leads to one of the sides or the back of the temple, an area not currently being scouted or open. You can see the jungle beyond.
Amazing. I will probably take up a position, a defensive position in front of the door, just to sort of keep an eye out for anyone that might be in the area that might be coming to check on the secret door, and just sort of prepare to help as they.
Do you want to make me a quick perception or investigation check?
Perception for sure.
We'll see what you can see.
That's better.
Nice.
24. Yervith. There are a few dangers in the jungle just ahead. You can see there is a little section of bramble snare, which is this tight grouped ground cover that will snag at clothing and try and drag you down into the earth, where it basically slowly digests bodies that rot to feed its roots. But you've spotted that, you know that danger, you can avoid that easily. No people, and for the moment, no animal life in this area either. It looks like this area has been kept partly clear by the bramble snare, partly by its proximity to the golden ziggurat.
Wow.
But for the moment, your path out of here seems fairly clear.
Nice.
And that... Oh, sorry, yeah, go.
Yep. I was just going to say, I'm just going to drop my form, and I'm going to sort of motion for everyone to sort of come a bit further down out of the tunnel. And I'm going to sort of I'm going to turn to Lyra and say, now I'm back in the Lyrian's form, and going to go, well, I think you can finally have your destined chat with our friend here. And I sort of do like a bow and sort of like do some gestures to sort of gesture towards our friend on the ground, manacled, and I sort of let her do what she will.
As you place down the High Priestess, the Queen of the Yuan-Ti, the Druidic leader, on the ground, that is where we're going to wrap up for tonight. Yeah, that's right. We fucking are.
Nice.
Because I've got a feeling that chat, I don't think we should be splitting that chat between sessions, and I think that chat's going to be a pretty important one. And I want to make sure that we give it, I want to give it justice, I don't want to rush it, and I want to make sure we've all got a chance, especially Lyra, to think through questions you might want to ask her or things you might want to know.
Yeah, this is going to be...
If you haven't already, you've had like 3-4 sessions.
That went from a possible TPK to a possible slaughter to an abduction.
Yep.
Yeah, we really flipped the table with that.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah. I mean, really great manipulation of the situation there, Jin. Locking them down with the hypnotic pattern, and then keeping that form up, being able to use your changeling form to disguise, and then that persuasion check. Nicely done. And the double suggestion by Mira was a huge help, because you've got 2 suggestion spells that were active saying the same thing to the same group. So even if the suggestion failed on the first one, that now the abomination coming through saying the exact same thing higher up in the ranking, and like more like it has to be listened to. It's much more authoritarian. I mean, it's kind of ideal. You've given yourselves quite a bit of time there. I think, my only question is the wall of fire concentration.
It is concentration. It would have gone after a minute.
Yeah, cool. That's what I thought. Cool. That's absolutely fine.
I think for me, for like playing as Jin tonight, it was just hilarious pretending to be that guy's buddy in the room for so long.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
That's what made me laugh.
Oh
man.
What
about the priestess?
My funny thing was that we were
that
like
wasn't so funny.
running in and we're like, oh, we can kill them now. And then everyone's like, oh, we're tying them up, and I'm like, oh.
I misread the room.
I thought that. Okay.
Oh man, that you guys did a really good job of turning a situation that could have been pretty dastardly around. And something I said to the group behind the scenes, which I'm happy to share, is that my goal is not to be against them. My goal is I'm on their side. I'm on the player's side. I'm just the conduit for events, but I'm on their side for them to succeed. I'm very happy we didn't lose any of them. I try not to put them in situations where it is a TPK, simply because I don't think that's fun. And we play D&D to have fun. And
we sort of chucked ourselves in that one.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we're here to have fun. So at the end of the day, I'm never going to be going out of my way to try and kill you, because that's not fun. That's what D&D. We're here to have fun. That's the whole point. Oh, love you guys too. Why is my heart so misshapen? Be about right. So that's everything from us tonight. We will leave off the session there. We will be back next Wednesday, regular time, regular day. I'm sorry if we confused people with our weird Thursday session. Blame Ali. It's their fault. But also, I didn't post a tweet like I said I would, or a Facebook post like I said I would, or even a YouTube community comment like I said I would. So kind of it's on me as well. I'll wear that. But for the moment, that's it from us. Thank you so much, everybody. Stay safe, stay well, and we will see you all again next time for the very exciting conclusion to this little arc in the jungle. I think, unless you guys really fuck up next session, I suspect we're going to be heading out of the jungle and back to the airship soon, which is very exciting because I quite like the airship. Perfect.
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing what Lyra does. Is she going to kill this person? Is she going to bring them along? Oh, I don't know. This is going to be
You recruit? Do they get a card?
I don't
business
think
card.
it's been to recruit.
Oh.
But it's going to be very juicy, I reckon. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
I'm excited.
Well, look, maybe Mira can
We have
give
a
it a card
brig.
if you like.
Don't we?
We have a brig.
We do have a brig, indeed.
You have a brig.
Also, we have a crashed airship somewhere that I wouldn't mind having a look at as well. So
A crashed airship.
Yeah.
There's a crashed one in the jungle.
Oh, I do remember hearing about that, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep, there's one that was crashed a while ago.
Oh, well,
Yeah, you guys can go check that out.
The guide to just find that for you. So.
Yeah, the airship of Sir Francis Drakeborn could be an interesting thing to explore. Well, that's everything from me. On that pun. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe, stay well, and we will see you all again next time. Goodbye, everybody. Farewell.
Thanks, everyone.